Okay, please, Your Lordship. So I have requested item number 9 of today's list, Lordship.
Want to adjourn?
Adjournment because my Lord, we have not annexed the voter list.
To adjourn, yes. Next item.
And item number 12, Lordship. I am appearing as a legal aid counsel in this case, Lordship. We are required to file an affidavit. I have already sent the affidavit to the
Let the
legal.
item be called. Yes.
Lordship.
next item.
I have to mention it. What 37
Sorry.
37 Lordship.
37.
Yes, Lordship. Landed Angus Council, Mr. M. Khan. He is admitted ICU of Nimker Hospital, Lordship.
You stated that Mr. M. Khan and counsel is having some medical inconvenience. Yes, next item.
Item 1 for motion.
M. Khan group.
May I please the Lordship? Matter may be passed over for the time being.
Item 2.
None appears for a petitioner adjourned.
Item 3.
Yes.
Okay,
Mr.
right. So I am stating the opinion.
Who is the father of the Taib Ali?
I had already Muhammad Ali.
Mohammed.
Muhammad Ali.
Which page his name appears?
In Para. On the voter list, Lordship, I have an act.
In which voters list the name of the father of Taib Ali appears?
Father of Toyab Ali or Lordship, his grandfather.
Mr. Sharma, who is the father and who is the grandfather, and in which voters list and which page
In
we
65.
find their name?
In 65.
65. Who is the grandfather?
Grandfather is the Muhammad Ali. It is in the voter list as Muhammad. Then in
Mr.
1970.
Sharma, you are little incorrect. 1965, the voter is Sahid Ali, son of Muhammad.
Yes,
So who is the father? Sahid Ali
Sahid Ali is the father.
is the father.
Yes,
Okay, very well. Now, which document will show that Taib Ali is the son of Sahid Ali?
then 85 voter list.
We are not interested in all those other facts. Which document will show that Taib Ali is the father of, is the son of Sahid Ali, Muhammad Ali?
Not 27, 1985 voter list. His name is there in serial number 704.
Taib Ali is, okay, very well. Go ahead.
Then,
But Mr. Sharma, the two villages are different.
yes,
65,
actually, Lordship, the petitioner was born in Moirabari. They hailed from the Moirabari of the erstwhile.
what is
Aurangzeb.
shifting? They're shifted.
They shifted,
Where is the evidence of shifting?
or that is not there,
No,
but.
that is a requirement. The petitioner may produce any material that Sahid Ali, son of Muhammad Ali, whose name appeared in the voters list of 1965 of village Moirabari, had subsequently shifted to village Goremari, resulting in his name appearing in the voters list of 1985 of Goremari at serial 700, and that of Taib Ali, son of Muhammad Ali, at serial 704. List, how much time you want?
3 weeks.
No. 1 week, 2 weeks, list after 2 weeks. Yes, next item.
Item 4.
Who appears for the petitioner? R.K. Talukdar. Yes, Madam Verma, who can be amicus?
Last date also no one appeared.
And that's why you noticed it.
Lordship, can
And we have not yet issued notice in this matter. When the matter was listed on 27/5/2020, none appeared for a petitioner. Whereas the learned counsel for the respondents had appeared. Today, again, when the matter is listed, none appears. The writ petition stands closed, giving liberty to the petitioner to approach again if so advised.
Lordship, if the
MS
council's
Bhatti
num-
appears.
if the council's number is there, he may be contacted once if he's not there or
So
something.
where is the requirement of the High Court to undertake those
That
exercises?
is what earlier it was done, and many of the councils joined our tribunals, and during COVID they left also. So we
But
do
that's
not know.
okay. We close it. Let the police go when the petitioner, we're given him liberty to come again.
Yes, Lord. This is closed now.
Close,
Lordship is
close liberty.
liberty.
Yes, next item.
Item 5,
2020 per year. And the matter of 2020, none of that here.
So,
If the litigant is also not interested, we just close it. Once they find interest, yeah, they can come back.
Notice had been issued, Lordship.
No notice was issued.
Maybe court kept it pending for instructions or records, Lordship.
Then are you interested to keep the matter alive?
I don't.
Then you
know.
appoint some counsel.
I do not have my brief, Lordship, so I am not aware
You
of the
can
matter.
take the court record. We have passed our orders.
It's okay, Lordship. Close.
Yes,
May it please your lordship. My lords, the petitioner relied upon the.
why
voter
this
list of-
matter is pending for the last 3 years? Why no mention was made? On 28/5/2020, none appeared for the petitioner, and today, after 3 years, it is listed again. Why you did not take any steps to make at least a mention? So if the learned counsel is not interested, litigant is not interested, why should the court be interested in these matters?
Lordship, I'm sorry, lordship. Next
Not
time
sorry,
we'll take-
sorry is not sufficient, something
care.
more than sorry.
Lordship, in most of the cases where there is an interim,
There's no
doesn't
interim
get
also,
seized. No interim, Lordship.
nothing is there.
No intent.
Yeah.
So if somebody, why are you not interested for last 3 years? Cost of 1,000 notice.
Lordship.
Cost of 1,000 notice. Something has to be there. That's why I said something more than sorry.
So,
Sorry is not just sufficient for this kind of.
I take it under the lordship, this time. Next time, lordship.
It is notice that when the matter was listed on 28/5/2020, none appeared. And thereafter, no steps had been taken by the petitioner to at least make a mention to get the matter listed. Full stop. Mr.
Hey, Devan, lordship.
A.
Hey,
Dewan,
Devan.
land counsel for the petitioner appears today. We heard Mr. A. Dewan, also heard Mr. Sovaridya issue notice, returnable 6 weeks, call for the records of FT case number.
Application number, lordship.
FT case number 242/16 from the Foreigners Tribunal number 1, Borbetta.
Much obliged.
item 6,
For the lashes on the part of the petitioner, a cost of 1,000 be paid before the legal services authority, before the legal aid committee, Guwahati High Court. Yes, next item.
Obliged.
Page to Quran.
Yes.
Yes.
My lord, petitioner was, my lord, declared for now, my lord. My lord, basically for the ground, my lord, in the voter list of 1970, my lord, there is some anomaly, my lord.
Why are you not interested to move the matter for the last 3 years?
My lord,
For the last 3 years, no interest was shown to move the matter.
my lord,
Possibly there is no requirement, so we dismiss it.
no, automatically it was, my lord.
Nothing is automatic.
No.
We are not in a mechanized system that everything is automatic. Matters have to be moved before the court.
My lord, in the year.
Same order, call for the records, cost of 1,000 for not taking any steps to get the matter listed for the last 3 years. Yes, next item.
item 7,
Mr. Counsel, don't utter any words.
My lord,
You uttered some words. Don't do it.
no, my lord,
We can,
oblige, my lord, I uttered
you did
oblige.
not say that. You said something else.
Sorry, my lord, I oblige. I-
Don't show that behavior. We are passing a perfectly justified order where imposed cost for not doing anything for the last
My
3
lord,
years,
I'm
even to
listening,
move the
sorry,
petition.
I never uttered any word, my lord, except oblige. This is my humble submission.
Your humble submission is wrong, Mr. Council. We can also read your lips. Yes, you can go. Senator, next one.
Item 7.
As per the earlier order, Lordship, there is a direction to
We have,
inquire,
the-
Lordship.
Lordship, we have the report. I just.
Report is required to be subject. Yes, we have the report.
I just got it, I have not gone through. We have one copy only, Lordship.
MSA Verma Langa Home Bureau states that the report as required by the earlier order is available. Adjourned to be listed next week. So if you enable the Land Council to go through the report. Yes,
Well,
next slide.
It's obliged, Lordship.
Item 8.
Yes, item 8.
My pleasure, Lordship. This reputation is against the order dated 27/8/2018.
A to Ragor, same order, cost of 1,000 notice.
Deeply opposed.
Why people are not interested to move petitions for 3 years, I don't understand.
Item 10.
And tomorrow you'll shout around before the public that the courts are not doing anything, matters are pending. And no one knows that the Learned Council don't move a petition for 3 years after filing it. Yes, madam.
May I please, your lordship?
Zubaida Khatun, yes, who is the father?
Father is Ibrahim,
Ibrahim, which page?
page 105, lordship. There is shifting, lordship.
105 is the name of the father.
Father and mother, lordship.
Father and mother, 105. Who is the father? Ibrahim.
Yes, lordship.
Ibrahim Sheikh, son of Kabir Sheikh. This is of village. Bir something. No? What's the name of the village? Bir something it appears.
Yes, lordship.
Hmm.
Yes.
Bir Singh
Bir Singh part 2.
2.
Bir Singh part 2.
And later on shifted to
Earlier, in 60 and 71 is Gulaper Algar Chor. in
which
60.
page?
Page 101, lordship.
Do you have any material to prove the shifting?
I don't have any materials in this.
Let the election commission produce the complete. photo.
Yes, and I will also file additional affidavit. So that if
if,
I get any more evidence also. I will-
Uh, a stand is taken that Kabiruddin Sheikh, son of Kalam, of serial 352 of the voters list of 1960 of village Golapir Algachor in the present South Salwar Mankachar district is the grandfather of the petitioner.
Yes, sir.
And Ibrahim Sheikh, son of Kabir Sheikh, at serial 1395 of the voters list of 1977 of village Birsing Part 2, also of South Salwar Mankachar district, is the father. In order to prove that there is a shifting from Golapir Algachor to Bir Singh Part 2 village, the election commission may produce the complete upward and downward voters list of the two villages for example. You want to say something?
There are 4 shiftings.
Even 89 has a shift.
Yes, at that only I just.
Okay, fine.
There are
It is
4
stated that
shiftings.
there is further shifting to village.
First shifting is Gulapir Alga to Padmer
Then there is
Alga.
further shifting to which village?
From Gulapir Alga to Padmer Alga. In 71, it's Padmer Alga. Then to Bir Singh in 77. And in 89 is Borkolia.
Saragote Likilo, it stated that there is
Of course.
a the petitioner claims that Kabiruddin Sheikh, son of say of 1960 voters list of Golapir Alga Chor village is the grandfather. And Ibrahim Sheikh, son of Kabir Sheikh of the 1977 voters list of village Bir Singh Part 2 is the father of the petitioner. It is also stated that a family shifted from village Golapir Alga to village
Village Podmer Alga,
Podner Arga in the year 1971 and thereafter to village Bir Singh Part 2 in the year 1977.
and thereafter to
And
Borkholia,
thereafter further shifting to village
Borkholia.
Borkholia.
Yes, Lordship.
The upward and downward voters list of all the 4 villages we produced. Mr. Ali, take note of the order. The election commission may produce the complete.
Mention the year of shifting.
We have mentioned. Yes, sir. Of all the 4 villages, 4 shifting, not 1.
Basically, 2 weeks.
Hmm.
2 weeks time.
2 weeks ago.
And presently, where are the present?
Borkholia Part 1.
They are stable there.
Yes, now Borkholia Part 1. Parents are there. means-
Understand, they are stable in that
Yes,
village.
yes.
Don't want to go anywhere else.
Then because of erosion, they have shifted. Yes. Lordship.
Item 11,
Item 11, yes. Please for adjournment to produce the relevant materials as required by Mr. A.I. Ali. Something was required to be produced.
No, item 11.
Item 11.
Six years.
It's
I have
available.
received the instruction. I will provide a copy to Ms.
You have the information.
Yes, Lordship.
Mr. A.I. Ali, when Council of Election Commission states that the information required by the order of 22/2023 is available and the same would be shared between the land council. List again in the next week.
Deeply obliged, Lordship.
item 12,
Wait, please, Your Lordship. Lordship, on the last occasion, we have taken time to file an additional affidavit to bring into record the voter list, Lordship. That we have not annexed at the time.
Have you filed?
We have not
Mr. R. Fukan, land council of petitioner seeks for further time to bring on record the voters list of 1971 as provided in the order of 10/3/2023
I am appearing
List
the
after 2
legal aid
weeks.
counsel in this case, Lordship. So I've sent it to the legal aid
after 2 weeks.
Lordship of this.
item 13,
That's
Please,
item
Your
13,
Lordship. My lord, father's name is in voter list of 1960 and 70. my lord.
page number
Page 30,
1330.
130, my lord. Tenu Sheikh is the father, my lord. My lord,
Tenu Sheikh
Tenu Sheikh,
is the father.
yes, ma'am.
Which document will show? Tenu
My lord,
Sheikh is the father.
The Panchayat certificate was exhibited and approved, my lord, by examining the Panchayat secretary. No other linkage, my lord.
How does the Panchayat secretary know?
My lord, our lordship may kindly have a look at the deposition of the Panchayat secretary.
Page number?
Deposition, page 60. But Kazin brother has adduced evidence in favor of the claimant.
Mr. Sigdar, these expressions have no place in these proceedings. Cousin brother, uncle, brother, sister. First you have to prove. Only then the person becomes a cousin. Abhishek Chanda, who is he?
My lord, he is the Panchayat secretary.
This is not good enough.
My
He
lord,
is the subsequent one. He says my
No.
earlier secretary issued. I can
But-
recognize his signature.
But he knows he recognizes the signature.
Only signature. Signature is not citizen. Then anybody will put any signature everywhere.
My lord, it's very difficult, my lord.
There must be something you will be.
My lord, may I, my lord,
You have ration card. You must be having
voter
ration
list,
card.
the evidence of the cousin, my lord. Cousin, my lord, paternal uncle was voter in 1960.
Mr. Sridhar,
66.
these are basically more of stories than of facts. This cousin and all,
My
etc.
lord,
Do you have any ration card?
that I have to collect, my lord.
Find out.
My lord.
I think if the man was a citizen in 1966, father, He must be having at least one ration card. He must have had,
My lord, that.
and that ration card will include the name of this petitioner.
My lord, in many cases, my lord, we have seen the ration card only mention the head of the family, no other persons.
Let us
We-
see
we
how
can- we
many,
can
how
verify
many
it.
family members he had.
Yes, my lord. We
Then,
can verify.
then there must be subsequent voters list. Have
My lord.
with the father and the son together. If it is not so, there must be voters list with the father and the mother together, then again mother and the son together. Number of materials are available. Panchayat certificate is the only the last resort when you don't have anything else.
My lord, lady has some problem, my lord, married.
No, there is
married-
nothing called problem. Problem is when you don't have, when you are not a citizen, making a false claim, then all kind of problems.
My
come.
lord, that, my lord.
But if a person is a genuine citizen, some material or the other is always available. School certificates, your ration cards, your,
My lord.
uh,
So we can search for the, we can ask for the,
you can, do.
ration
The
card,
petitioner
ration
may produce any material which may indicate that Musammad Hawa Bibi is the daughter of
Tenu Sheikh,
Tenu Sheikh of the 1960 voters list of
village Bania Mari part.
village Baniamari part 2. Find out, there will be
Part 6, my lord.
part 6. List after how much? List after,
2 weeks, my lord.
list after 2.
My lord, may I pay for that, no coercive measure may be taken again.
That is based on prima facie case being laid out. Interim orders, there are 3 principles.
My lord, paternal cousin was examined. Paternal uncle is also voter in 1970, my lord.
You
Same
show it.
grandfather.
No, you show it. Produce all the voters list.
Well, I have given here. Paternal uncle, my lord, 61 voter list, 70 voter list, my lord. Paternal uncle. And Jalal Sheikh. And
Page number.
my lord,
Border.
at page 71. Baniamari part. Baniamari,
Which-
same
which-
village, Jalal
which-
Sheikh.
Which is the first voters list? You said Tenu Sheikh, page number.
First voter list, Tenu Sheikh at page 30. Tenu Sheikh, Baniamari.
Page 30.
Grandfather Jamir
Just a minute. Page 30. Tenu
Yes, ma'am.
Sheikh.
Tenu Sheikh. Grandfather
Village-
Jamil,
Village
my lord.
Boniamari. Okay.
Grandfather Jamir, my lord.
Uh,
Here, my lord,
uh,
page 72, my lord.
Page 72.
2, my lord. It starts from page 71, Baniamari part 2, Jalal Sheikh. Is the son of Jamir. In same village, my lord.
That is Jamil Fakir and Lordship here, it's just
Sometimes
Jamil.
Jamir and Jamir
Your Lordship,
Fakir, my
then
lord, that
if we go by these kind of discrepancies, then no matter
My
will
lord,
ever be.
my lord,
decided.
in 66 voter list, 61 voter list, 70.
No,
plus
show us any voters list containing the name of Tenu and Jamil together.
My lord,
Jalal.
in the same voter list, but house number is different, my lord. That is the problem. my lord.
Show us,
Jalal Sheikh, my lord, page 70, my lord.
Mr.
Jalal Sheikh,
Sikdar,
son of Jamil
if
Sheikh.
Tenu and Jalal both are son of Jamir Fakir
Jamir,
of the same village,
yes, my lord.
there must be some voters list somewhere where both their names appear together.
My lord,
Produce
house number is different, my lord.
Okay.
That is the problem.
list of the weeks. Find out.
My lord.
On the mix and match of documents, whichever document matches, whichever name, then the submission comes that there is discrepancy in the names, Lordship. This has been the general submission for all these years. Yes, Lordship, this is correct. If Lordship goes by the record, Lordship will say, my submission will be the same every day, Lordship. 66, 71 do not link a person to be a citizen of India, Lordship. They do not, Lordship. Because they all fabricated, Lordship. If Lordship goes one
You
by
prove
one
it.
to stock.
My lord, fabricated. Scout is
A. Verma, and counsel for the respondents in the Home Department states that the documents are fabricated. Relevant materials may be produced to authenticate the states.
Right.
Yes, next item.
Lordship, let me go through them. I will surely
Yes,
produce.
definitely. We'll appreciate everything.
My lord, if the allegation my lord, appears to be false, then my lord,
Okay.
they are
Then it will be rejected.
my lord, that may also be recorded.
Mr. Sigda, the way we reject your submission, that will also be rejected.
Yes, Lordship.
If you are so
My
strict,
submissions are
then we'll be
always
strict with the
rejected.
petitioner also.
Problem.
If any of the petitioners make a false statement, we'll take action against them also. If you want action against Madam Verma,
Yes.
let there be a fair play, equity. Equal treatment to all the parties.
Much obliged, Lordship.
Yes, next item.
Item 14.
Here also we directed that BO Nagaon and the BO Zuria to again. Last time they submitted an inquiry report, Lordship.
That inquiry report is, we are
Yes,
fine.
Lordship only think that skill, Lordship, that word, the use of that word, Lordship, and otherwise that they have admitted that the wrong was done. They only wanted that the police should make an investigation and find that the
Then you, file.
FIR has, yes, fine.
Lodge a FIR.
Yes, yes, that is fine, Lordship. That is fine.
Where is the FIR?
FIR That was fine, Lordship, only that seal is that. আপনাকে প্রশ্ন জানেন
Who appears for the government of Assam? Mr. Saikia, you appear? You appear for the government of Assam? Pursuant to the our earlier orders, it's pursuant to the inquiry conducted by the BO as per our earlier orders, it has been brought to our notice that a FIR had been lodged before the officer in charge of Juria Police Station regarding the illegal entries that were detected in the administration register of the school concerned. The officer in charge, Juria Police Station, to submit a status report of the investigation that had been made. No police case is also there. A copy of the FIR be provided to Mr. Saikia.
Yes.
PK Methil and government advocate.
Yes.
List next week.
Their personal appearance, oblige.
Personal appearance, dismissed.
Yes. You made a popular video.
Item 15.
Earlier approach, this honorable court, your
Yes.
page 13, para 3, your lordship.
Page 13.
Page 13, para 3 of the
What is page?
body
13?
order of the.
We are not interested in the order. Which,
He-
who is the father of Rasikul Islam?
This further is Mahesh Sak and Mahesh Sheikh. This is the confusion is there. Two names were found by the.
The writ petition appears to be incomplete in as much as it's not accompanied by any annexure,
Yes.
which may show as to who is the father of Rasikul Islam, the petitioner, as well as which document will show that the person concerned would be the father. Writ petition closed for and liberty granted to file again with appropriate documents. Heard Mr. Individual, so go ahead.
Item 16.
16, your lordship. In this, your lordship, lordship may kindly come to the order passed by the tribunal, page 28, your lordship.
Then,
In which the
who is the father of Rahmat Ali?
only thing is Nobi Hussain, late Nobi Hussain.
Page number
Nobi Hussain, lordship will find it page number 26.
20,
26.
26.
Rahmat Ali, age 65, son of late Nobi Hussain. And also page 30 disclosed that your lordship, he died 30 years back.
Who is it?
As its tribunal found that in the year 1988, he died.
No, no,
His father died, but in the voter list of 1991,
I
his
don't
name was
see.
appeared.
2468 of 2023. Item 16.
Item 16. In page 30, your lordship, it was the findings of the tribunal that.
The petitioner is more interested to find fault in the opinion rendered by the petitioner rather than discharging the burden under section 9 to prove the citizenship, and no response is available on the question as to who is the father of the petitioner, which place, which document his name appears, and which material may indicate that he is the father. List next, please.
Yes, sir. We'll find.
Item 17,
Mr. Hazarika, we want only two simple information. Who is the father? In which document the name of the father appears? And which document or material show that that man is the father? And nothing beyond that.
We'll file accordingly.
Close with liberty.
With pleasure, Lordship.
And it-
Lordship,
Reena Khatun,
name of the father of the petitioner is Omar Ali.
Page number
20 minor.
21.
List of 1966.
What is the name? The father's name?
Omar Ali.
Huh? Omar Ali.
Father is Omar Ali,
Yes, sir.
son of Khatu.
Yes.
Okay, which document show Omar
My
is the
lord,
father?
school certificate, my lord.
Page
Case
number?
26, my lord. Case
26.
School certificate.
Headmaster examined?
Not examined, my lord. That is why foreigner, declare foreigner, my lord.
Definitely, they rightly done it.
Yes, sir.
Who prevented you from getting the headmaster examined?
But,
Lordship, it has come for the first time today, Lordship, may issue notice.
Send it back by imposing a cost for not bringing the headmaster. Why should he burden the High Court for all this? Half-baked matters. What will you do after 5 years? Same thing.
That is,
Only the unnecessary, the numbers will increase. Third, Mr.
F.A. Hassan.
F.A. Hassan and counsel petitioner also heard. Petitioner Reena Khatun had been referred to the Foreigners Tribunal number 9 Borpeta for rendering an opinion as to whether she is a person who entered the state of Assam from the specified territory on or after 25/3/1971, resulting in registration of FT case number FT 9th BPT 342/2018. An opinion dated
29/12/2022.
where is the date? Opinion dated 29/12/2022 had been rendered declaring the petitioner to be a foreigner, being aggrieved this writ petition is instituted. In the writ proceeding, the petitioner relies on the voters list of 1966 of village Sonkusi, Moza, Gilajari in the present Borpeta district, which contains the name of Omar Ali, son of Ghatumia at serial 6, and claims that Omar Ali is the father of the petitioner. To substantiate that Omar Ali is the father, reference is made to the reliance is placed on a school certificate issued by the
Lordship will look at the school certificate at page 26. It's one of those normal ones. Lordship had sought personal appearance of some headmasters.
what
And
to do.
this
Headmasters
certificate-
believe that they are
And he
They exercise the-
he even writes the date 1994. But on what basis, Lordship?
Hmm,
Even this needs to go for an inquiry, Lordship, Annexure 4 at page 26.
hmm.
This vernacular, because I asked my friend, she said the date shows is 1974. And it's
Which date you were referring?
down below, Lordship.
Ah,
on
this
the
certificate
second
is
side.
issued in 94.
90%.
Yes, but does this certificate look like issued in 1994, Lordship?
How does it look?
It doesn't look, because it is a
It
fresh new
looks like before
certificate,
94 or after 94?
It looks just before this matter, the Foreigners Tribunal notice was received. This certificate has been obtained during that time. If Lordship calls for the person who has issued it with, along with the counterfolio and the register, it will become clear.
Original copy, my lord. Let's see.
If this original copy, they cannot use the seal. How can they use the seal?
that is-
Lordship, my friend says this is the original copy. But then in 1974, this seal was never in use, Lordship.
Yes, education department, make an inquiry. Where are you? Education department,
Will, Lordship may mark a copy of order to them, we'll give it to them. Lordship.
sorry.
Lordship may reflect it in the order, we'll give it to them.
So if the person studied in the school in 1980,
Right.
where was the requirement to have a school certificate in 1994? And what do you mean by school certificate? School certificates are not issued for the benefit of the public. That whosoever one comes, please take a certificate from our school. School certificate is only in respect of students who studied in that school, came out of the school, passed out of the school, and when they pass out, one certificate is given to them. That is the certificate we are relying on. You can't go to a school at any time you feel like, give me a certificate.
This is what happened when the last time Lordship had summoned the headmaster of the schools.
Because
go
they are
in
not
force for a
certificate issuing authorities for the public. The whoever wants a certificate, please come to me, I'll issue one.
Lordship, this is just a submission which I'm making. They have a voters list, they can do shifting 4 times, 5 times. But they have a school certificate right of those days when they have shifted. How is it possible, Lordship? Erosion, they shift, they keep shifting, but they go back to the place where from they shifted and they get a school certificate. So which
No,
document? would
erosion may
Lordship
not have
like to rely
affected
on?
erosion may have affected the house, but not the school.
No, but the
School is
was
still standing
washed.
there.
Lordship has seen, I have seen it in so many news items.
Madam
Lordship.
Verma, instead of making a generalized submission, make specific submission in every case. You utilize your superintendent of police border to give you authentic reports.
Lordship, the ground report is very bad. Even we are
Madam
getting so much
Verma,
of reports from
Madam
them, Lordship.
Verma, a court of law cannot just pass its judicial orders based on statements being made here and there. We require materials. If you feel that some fraudulent activity is going on, ask your superintendent to make an inquiry, submit a report, definitely it will be acted upon.
We are
But
submitting reports,
please
Lordship.
submit.
No, the other day also we submitted.
No,
yesterday also
we find that
submitted.
your submissions are more generalized.
Lordship will issue, ask for inquiry in any case, we will submit all
Inquiry,
those reports,
SP
Lordship.
can make inquiry at any time he feels like. He doesn't need a court order.
No, now since these matters are before Lordship, it will be more appropriate for.
No,
this-
nothing
for them
called
to go,
appropriate.
Lordship.
If
Because we do not know. Now I'm in front of Lordship because this matter is here. If I was sitting at home, I
Madam
would
Verma,
not have known what
we
is
understand
happening, Lordship.
everything. We understand everything. Court requires materials.
From both the sides.
Definitely,
That's.
produce it. Everything will be appreciated. Appropriate action will be taken.
Their documents, because we do not have, we are not going to go search hunting for them, taking a torch and searching out. In these matters, we will definitely, wherever we find something is wrong, I will request this court that Lordship will ask for an inquiry and we will get it done.
May not. You make your inquiry.
No, Lordship, like this document.
Madam A. Verma, Land Council for the respondent who is vehemently objecting to a school certificate being produced by the petitioner. Full stop. Madam Verma, MS Verma is also stating that the court may order an inquiry to be conducted by the respondents. We do not feel the necessity of any direction by the court to conduct an inquiry because the respondents to the superintendent police border can always make any inquiry as deemed appropriate by the state authority and submit a report before the court on the authenticity and acceptability of these documents being produced. Adjourn for a week for any such
Lordship,
report.
this will have to be get done by the education department, Lordship. We cannot.
No, you get
ask-
it done through yourself.
If
Every
Lordship
case
feels,
you do,
if
every-
Lordship feels my submissions are biased and I'm on the documents, then I will not say anything. I'll just leave it to this court to pass any order, Lordship.
Adjourn. Next second.
Lordship, this inquiry has to be done through the education department. I'm again submitting. Police will cooperate with them, get hold of this person, but it has to be done through the right department.
আগৰটো থাকিব এইটো এনকুৱাৰী কৰে if they want they can do your inquiry.
Item 18 for admission.
You can take back your certificate if they want, give it to them. Yes.
May I please your lordships? Father of the petitioner is Abdul Rahman Hussain. His name is there in the voters list of 1961, 66, 70,
Page number.
page number 37, lordship.
Abdul Rahman,
Yes. Son of Batal
Batal
Sheikh.
Sheikh,
Yes,
which year?
1961 lordship.
1961, village,
A village is
Uttar
Uttar
something.
Tiamari,
Uttar Tiamari. He is the father,
father of,
and which document will show he is the father?
and link with the father is lordship, page 45. Lordship. May I submit, lordship? Prior to 1997, they have shifted from Tiamari village to number one ward number 1, Gauripur. It's a 2 kilometer distance, and Tiamari is a village and Gauripur is the town, ward number 1. So they have shifted prior to 97. So 97 voters list also, father's name is there, page 43, and the brother's name also is there, who has adduced evidence as DW3 lordship.
Same response.
Yes, lordship.
How do you know he is the brother?
Yes.
How do you know there is shifting? Prove
She-
it,
So if only the voters list, if,
prove it.
yes. if my
We can't
brother-
go on
And only-
presumptions.
And only a sole.
We
names
can't go on
voters list.
presumptions either way,
Yes, Lord.
neither from the state side nor from
Yes,
the
yes,
petitioner
Lordship.
side.
Yes, Lordship.
Prove it, everything.
Yes, Lordship.
You have any doubt, you have, want to take any stand? Just
Yes.
bring in materials.
Voters list, if it's brought, then it can be clearly proved, because 97.
You
my-
want some voters list to be produced.
Yes, Lordship.
Why are you not producing?
We'll also try to get the
See,
certified copy of the.
We are
whole
going
list.
a little out of the way to help the people,
Yes, Lordship.
requiring them to do something.
Yes, Lordship.
But if you go by the
Yes, Lordship.
law of
will-
writs, it is always for the petitioner to bring in the material.
Yes, Lordship.
Only thing, if you say that in spite of all the serious attempts I'm
We will
being
apply.
provided,
Yes, Lordship.
then we'll ask the election commission.
Yes, we'll apply.
But it's currently a regulation basis that in
Yes, sir.
everywhere you produce,
We'll get it. We'll try to get it.
petitioner may produce any material which may show that Abdul Rahman, son of Batal Sheikh of Uttar Tiamari village, whose name appeared in the voters list of
61.
1961, had
and
later on
66.
shifted to Gauripur town.
No, 66 in Tiamari part 2.
16 Tiamari part 2 and later on shifted to Gauripur. town.
Complete voters list, Lordship. This is just with one single name.
This election commission gives them, not giving the complete voters list,
Yes, we'll apply and I'll.
because
inform
they are
my-
handicapped because they don't give the
So
complete one.
once they apply, they don't give me the application, Your Lordship, I'll ask them to
Yes,
provide. it.
yes.
In the application, write for the complete voters list. also.
Yes, Lordship.
They-
Yes, Lordship. That I-
I'm like ensure.
Yes, Lordship. They blew.
Item 19.
And retain a copy of your application,
Yes, Lordship.
copy of the application for voters.
They
list,
receive
retain
an
it.
acknowledgement, Your Lordship.
Ah.
That copies they can provide me.
Yes, Lordship.
May I please, Your Lordship? The petitioner's father's name appeared in the voter list of 1965. Case 11 yellow. Case 11, Kurdus Mia. Serial number 1,
What Gaon? Goragaon,
Koragaon yellow.
Kora,
Koragaon.
Goragaon,
Yeah.
65. Page number, what's her name?
Kurdus Mia yellow.
Kordus Mia. He is the father.
Father.
Which document is the father?
And your lordship. And there is petitioner's father expired long back. The uncle's name with the petitioner. Uncle's name with the petitioner, your lordship, page 60.
Mr. Counsel, we are repeatedly telling in every case, there is no meaning of this expression uncle, brother, sister and all. Unless you show with some material that he is the father.
It is link certificate, Gangura certificate is page 20.
Again, how Gahura knows everything in this world?
It's the same village, your lordship. Petitioner's name also appeared in the same place. Father expired long back, there is no vocalist with the petitioner. Uncle adduced evidence. Appeared.
Who is the uncle?
Uncle, your lordship. Noor Novi, your lordship.
Sorry,
Noor Novi,
no.
Noor Novi.
So why Nur, what is the age of Nur Nobin? And how much younger he is to Kurdus?
It is. Noor Novi, your lordship, is 36. It's 56 years, Noor Novi.
No.
In the,
Kurdus was 25 in 1966. What was the age of Nobin in 1966?
his name is not there.
You find out.
2016 is 56.
Find out.
Both the brothers do not have name in one voters list. If they are brothers, I said they ought to have appeared in the
Something ought
same
to be
voters
there.
list, lordship.
You have to try to find
Petitioner
out.
claims that Kurdus Mia of the voters list of 1965 of village Koragaon is the father of the petitioner. But to establish that Kurdus Mia is the father, reliance is placed on the evidence rendered by one Nur
Noor Novi.
Nobin, claiming him to be the younger brother of his father. But no material is available which may indicate that Nur Nobin and Kurdus Mia are brothers and both are son of Rasul.
Lot of age difference also, because
They-
if he's the
they-
younger brother, he is 56 years he shows, and in 60, this one is 30 years. There's some
Appropriate
discrepancy.
materials may be produced, list after result.
How many copies there?
Item
See,
20.
Mr. Islam and Madam Verma, both. We can give a adjudication only when it is supported by some material which will indicate what you are saying is correct. In the absence of material, howsoever strenuously you may say that this is happening, that is happening, we cannot give a judicial pronouncement on that.
I take that. Try to find a
If
way.
you tell these stories as a family story, somebody may accept it. But how can we deliver a judicial pronouncement? It will be wrong. We are interfering with the tribunal order, saying that material was not there to arrive at that conclusion. Same will be our orders if we decide this way or the other way without material. Produce materials. And the respondents also, if you have any doubt, immediately make an inquiry through your police. It's very easy. You can,
Lordship, it is easier said done, 30-35 matters every day. How many letters are we supposed to send, lordship? Some things,
we have no answer to that.
exactly.
And
lordship.
tomorrow we are going to say there are 30-35 matters in the court, how much we are going to take? Do we ever raise that question?
No, lordship, not, I didn't mean that. I meant every document we cannot send
Make
back,
it.
lordship.
If you are making inquiry, you would need time, tell us, we are going to grant you time.
We are
But that
doing
doesn't mean we are not
lordship.
going to do
Lordship
it.
Started a new trend after this bench has come up of doing the inquiry. Even we are very pleased
Do
with it.
it.
Because we are also coming to know whether documents are correct or not,
Ah,
whether people are
definitely.
there or not, or whether. it is just-
Definitely, if you need, you have more police personnel in the department. Go and,
No, lordship,
go
I
and
don't
make
talk
it.
about the police, whatever lordship is assigning us, we are also happy to do it, lordship.
What we mean to say, you will make inquiry not only what we require you to do, but also to substantiate your submissions. That is, you use your own legal acumen, use your own thought on the process.
Yes, lordship.
What material is required to counter this allegation? Make an inquiry. If you feel you need more time, tell us. We're going to grant you more time.
Yes, lordship.
But otherwise, our orders will be half-baked. And you don't expect us to pass an order without appropriate materials. Yes, next question.
Item 20.
My lord, in this case, petitioner died, my lord. And as per last order, my lord, I communicate with the petitioner, but they are not interested to be party here, my lord. So may I pray, my lord, this petition may be closed with an observation as made in a,
No, the
Rather-
family members are not interested.
my lord, they are not interested to come, my lord. And
This is a very difficult situation, because if the children are there, they cannot be Indian citizens. If
They
the father
cannot,
is
unless
declared to
this
be
man
a
is
police
decided.
my
lordship,
lord, it is,
they have to come lordship.
it
and
was
they
a
have to be
contested case,
included.
my lord. It was a contested
It
case,
was contested, but he has been declared a foreigner.
my lord.
So
My
they
lord,
have to.
this
include
honorable
themselves
court has
lordship.
passed an order in Taliban Nessa's
See,
case, my lord,
forget about all those.
If it
with
is
an
a
observation,
Minister,
with an observation.
we can take two course of action. One, we close it, giving liberty to the legal heirs to approach in future whenever they have any difficulty on their citizenship. Or we appoint an amicus and get the matter adjudicated here.
Lordship will appoint an amicus and get this matter,
Amicus,
cannot
the
be
most
closed.
difficult situation is, suppose the decision goes against them. Sometime later on, they'll come and say that the court did not appoint a good lawyer. So therefore, the matter went against us. This is the difficulty.
My lord, in a
Lordship,
similar,
is
similar
this
nature, my
not-
similar case. my
Mr.
lord.
Day, please.
Lordship will give me 2 weeks' time. I will consult with my other members of my.
What to do with these people?
What to do, and there has to be a path on it. There are some citations which we would also like to face.
On this person,
Person who's passed, the
Pune-
reference cannot be closed, lordship.
Citation.
Reference will always remain.
that's what it
Yes,
will have to be answered.
Person dies doesn't mean that the whole family has become an Indian citizen now.
They must have not realized. They are thinking that man, he had problem, he is
Lordship,
gone,
everyone
everything
knows
is
the
over.
consequences. They
But
know
no one realizes the
It is-
legal
It
consequence.
is more of a time-bound thing, because they will not come again when the police will go, reference will start, another 10-15 years will pass, lordship. Lordship will list it after 2-3 weeks.
My lord,
Will
may I pray, my
take a
lord,
call on this.
may I
one.
pray, my lord.
The prayer for Mr. P.C. Day, learned counsel for the petitioner to close this writ petition as the legal heirs are not interested stands rejected. List again after 2 weeks. If advised, Mr. Day did not appear any further in the matter
So,
and he is
my
released
lord,
from the
my
next
lord,
item.
I am submitting similar order has been passed in the another case, my lord, with an observation that closing of the writ petition shall not be implicated to the legal heirs. So, my lord,
We'll think about it on the next day. You did not come, we'll think. It's a burden of the court, not of Mr. Day anymore.
Item 21.
Mhm. You know what you were suggesting, why don't you do one thing? Make a reference against the family members immediately, then they realize everything and come back.
Eventually, it has to be done.
Something has to be done.
It has to be done.
And what you were saying, you are right. It's just a time buying tactics. Then later we'll, future we'll deal with it whenever it happens.
And it will keep coming back in bigger and bigger circles. So let there be a proper order to this.
One way is we adjourn it for 1 month. In the meantime, you may issue notice to these people. Once that is done, they will realize the consequence. They'll come back.
1 month after, lordship will list it after a month, we'll also take a
Ah,
call on it.
Full stop. Mr. Day, we have discharged you already. You need not. We have heard your submissions. Full stop. The petition, the consequence of the writ petition being closed would be that the declaration against the deceased writ petitioner that he is not an Indian citizen would attain its finality. which may have adverse impact on the citizenship of his legal heirs. The respondents in the Home Department may look into the said aspect and do the needful list after 4 weeks. It's okay. Take note of this one, issue. note.
Yes, Lordship.
Yes.
May I please, in this case, the petitioner parents appear in the voter list of 1966. Page 11, Your Lordship. 66, 1970. Nayaval is the father and Jamila Bibi,
Page number.
page 11. 66 voter list.
Is the father
Nayaval is the father and Jamila Bibi is the mother.
and which document is show? Petition
Document,
is
Your
the
Lordship,
document.
there is no link document except Panchayat certificate, but mother appeared before the it is evidence. Page 37.
Where is the evidence of
Page
mother?
37.
37.
Jamila Khatun, wife Nayaval.
Is he cross-examined?
Plus,
Has Jamila Khatun been cross-examined?
plus, professor.
Verma, we are providing two things.
Yes, Lordship.
Go back, cross-examine Jamila Khatun. And not only that, make a verification in that house.
Whether that Jamila and this.
Ah,
Jamila are
whether,
the same
or
person.
you see somebody else there.
Because
in that
the
house.
age, I was checking on the age. In 66, her age is
These are very
29,
difficult to take any stand.
and now it is 2020.
Because once a person visits, he'll have a lot of information.
So that will get done, but even.
I think that's the only
wise-
solution to these problems. There's no other way out.
Doctor may pass this on,
I
we'll
think-
get it verified, Doctor.
Here's Mr. S. Islam.
Sabia Khatun has 3 LICs, Sabia Khatun, Shahiba Khatun, Sohiba Khatun, Sabia Khatun. So many LICs, that means so many different documents have been mixed matched to bring one person before this tribunal lordship.
What is the actual name?
This is the Jamila Bibi in the voter list. In the same
Mhm.
66, it is written as Jamila Bibi,
Ah,
but she written as Jamila Khatun.
ah,
That is the mother.
mother. And about the daughter, what is the actual name?
The Sobia Khatun. Some
Sobia
documents-
Khatun.
Some
Why,
documents-
why the other names have crept in?
Some of the voter list, you also written as Sabia Khatun. Spelling mistake maybe.
Voter list is not, Savia Khatun voter list, why you are not looking at it?
Actual name is Sabia Khatun.
4 or 5 LICs lordship, which is whichever document has been convenient, that has. been
No,
attached.
which document shows different names? Let us see.
I just, lordship will just give me, I just marked it. Oh, then it's the document.
The land document,
Lordship, page 30, there is one document affidavit in evidence. No, evidence in chief of opposite party, Sabia Khatun, Shobia Khatun, Sabija Khatun, Elias Chabija Khatun as one. And all spellings are different. It is not that it's one and the same person.
No, no,
So
spelling
many-
may vary a little here and there, but the name has to remain same. Why you believe in having so many names?
no, here also, it is spelling mistake, Sobia.
So many spelling mistakes, they can get it
Yeah,
corrected once for all.
Difficulty is even the mistake has to be proved. You prove it.
Correct.
Mistake is not a matter of explaining. Mistake is also a matter of proving. Prove it. Best course is send the police to this house. I think And you also have to explain before the tribunal why you are having 4 names.
5 names.
First, you have to prove your correct name and then explain why you are having 4 or 5 names. And you can also cross-check any document, Madam Verma,
Yes,
any
Lordship.
document containing a different name, you can make a verification of that person also. You may find that another person having the same name with a different spelling is existing elsewhere.
Name may be same name, but the husband is one, Lordship, the father is one. So ultimately it will go back to that only.
Father's name is
And even this land document, which in the
It
land
must
document,
be the same
it
person.
seems to be correct.
Savyata.
If that is true, it must be the same person then.
Same land document is there in the name of
Just,
yes,
Not
13.
not land.
the petitioner Sabia Khatun had been referred to the foreigners tribunal number.
Marriage certificate.
Number 2, Bongaigaon, Ohoyapuri, for rendering an opinion as to whether she is the person who entered the state of Assam or not after so and so, resulting in registration of BNGN/FT-2/APR/ case number 31/2016. The tribunal rendered an opinion dated 11/1/2018 declaring the petitioner to be a foreigner. In the writ proceeding, the petitioner relies on the voters list of 1966 of village Tupkar Chor,
Yes, sir.
containing the name of Naib Ali, son of Johoruddin at serial 145, and Jamila Bibi, wife of Naib Ali at serial 146, and both are shown to be residing in the same house number 46. The petitioner relies upon the affidavit of Jamila Khatun, wife of Naib Ali of village Tukrachor, who is aged about 79 years and who had deposed as DW2, to establish that Sabia Khatun is the daughter of Naib Ali of the voters list of 1966. It is noticed that in the voters list of 1966, Jamila Bibi is the wife of Naib Ali, whereas DW2 is Jamila Khatun, wife of Naib Ali. So a question would arise as to whether the 2 persons are one and the same. Secondly, we have noticed that DW2 had not been cross-examined by the authorities in the Home Department of the Government of Assam. Under the circumstance, remanded back to the tribunal to enable the Home Department to cross-examine DW2 on the veracity of the deposition rendered that Sabia Khatun is the daughter of Naib Ali of village Tukrachar. The respondents in the Home Department through the Superintendent Police Border may conduct a physical verification in the house of
Jamila Khatun, mother.
Jamila Khatun
Even
as to arrive at a satisfaction as to whether Jamila Khatun and Jamila Bibi of the voters list of 1966 are one and the same person, and whether Sabia Khatun is the daughter of Jamila Bibi, and thereupon submit a report for the tribunal upon being the undertaking, reason order to be passed.
even
God bless
the land document.
The respondents may also make any further verification and inquiry as may be advised.
Item
Copy
22.
of This order may be.
Copy of the order.
One.
In this case,
See, we have been discussing one aspect Petitioners will come, make statements mostly on, we have to draw a presumption. Respondents will counter it, saying that it is very, very doubtful. We cannot render a judicial pronouncement either on presumption or on doubt. So we need some more cooperation. Cooperation which will produce authentic material before the court and will take a call. In most of the cases, you may be right. In most of the cases, they also may be right, but we don't know in which case who is right. So I think we'll have to use the police a little more for our purpose.
Anytime lordship can.
And for
ask
that,
us
you
to get
take
an
time also.
inquiry done.
If you do a genuine inquiry, we are ready to give you any
Yes,
amount of time you want.
Wherever lordship deems
Yes,
it necessary, we will get it done. lordship.
Say, every case we find it necessary, not
Every case, that is
every case.
exactly what I,
because ultimately the line of argument is petitioners, some bit of presumption is there. And the respondent, some bit of doubt is there.
we have more doubt lordship. I don't know about.
And
the-
no
presumption.
judicial pronouncement can be based on either presumption or doubt.
Because the documents are not clear, lordship. That is where the whole problem starts. And
Inquiry,
then the-
inquiry.
and from where the
Inquiry,
documents are in order.
see,
then
Madam
the
Verma,
petition is
if you make a serious inquiry and tell us that this is the obstacle we are finding, we'll help you.
It is not one or two matters, more than 10,000 matters are pending here and in the tribunals, lordship.
Everywhere
It
you'll
is-
have to.
It is not an easy task at all. But
But
somewhere
that doesn't mean it will not be done.
we are, this court is also doing, we are also trying our best, lordship.
Because that way we'll also say that so many matters that we are unable to handle. Don't list only 2 matters a day. We are also doing our work. Everybody is doing their work. But for a judicial pronouncement, the basic requirement is materials. Acceptable material. Anything short of acceptable material, any judgment rendered will be an incomplete judgment. And we have no intention to deliver any incomplete judgment. For that, if you need time, we are ready to
What I
accommodate.
was just submitting 66, 71 people who are grandfathers, fathers. By the time their name comes into the voter list, these people have died. And by the time the reference is made, nobody is there. So even if they say mother went to depose now, that causes a big confusion because 166, and the year 66, they
You
were
can,
29, 30 years.
If you really apply the 9 police force, of course, we are not here to train up the police force how to do the inquiry,
They're doing their
but
bit.
it can be
Lordship.
done. It can
They're
be
doing
done.
their bit.
It can be done.
Lordship will, in any matter, any kind of inquiry, Lordship may just ask us to.
In
give
fact,
will.
we feel that inquiry in every matter. Moment,
And even on the authenticity of the
moment,
documents, Lordship.
moment the writ petition is filed, what method can be adopted is we a regular writ petition, the respondents file a affidavit. Here also, now you know what stand they are taking. Just go and make a verification through somebody. Find out the ground reality, what is there. File an affidavit. Once you discharge this duty, it will be entirely on now the respondents to rebut it. Then it will be very easy for you to oppose every matter. Maybe time consuming little, maybe a more effort. But that's the only
Burden
way.
is on them, Lordship, to prove. State can do its bit, but now, according to. the
Verma,
law-
we have no interest on continuing with any debate. We have no interest to continue with any debate. We have to do our work. Once they discharge even the preliminary burden, the burden is shifted to the other side. How many times you repeat this thing? Yes,
This will
Sinha,
continue. It's a mess, Lordship.
you have to do-
case, my lord, there is no document at all.
So you expect us to clear the mess. Everybody will create a mess and the court is to clear it now.
So messy, nobody can clear it.
So what to do? So,
It will continue like this, Lordship. I've seen it from the last, at least my
very
career,
well.
20
So we
years.
want to put in a system where there will be more verification. That's all.
Yes, Lordship.
Yes.
But in this case, my lord, The petitioner could not collect the document, my lord. So she has been declared. Only the thing is that the tribunal did not come to a finding that her-
You discharge your burden under section 9. We are ready to hear you.
the
We
proceeding,
are not sitting here to find out what mistake the tribunal had done.
proceeding is to determine as soon as the allegation has come.
Sorry.
The burden of proof that who is to discharge your lordship, that's question, I think this one. Who is to discharge the burden?
Mr. Sinha is raising a question as to who is to discharge the burden to prove that he is a citizen. The learned counsel may come prepared by going to the relevant law. Next item.
Item 23.
Mr. Sigdar, please tell him that section 9 is there of that act. Ask him to read it.
My lord, page 22.
It is 22.
65 voter list, father's name, Isawali, son of Rasul. A village.
Son of Isaac
Yes, my lord,
Rasul,
Rasul,
65,
my lord.
village
Village governor.
Govardhan. Yes.
Then,
Which
my lord,
document will show?
the Mary Kabin Nama, my lord. At
Where is this? My
at page 30.
full bigger. Which document will show?
My lord, at page 30, my lord, Kabin Nama.
Page 30, Kalinava.
My lord. Name and father's name of address of the bride. Same village Govardhana, my lord, Isawali.
We have extra copy of the petition.
Extra copy to nice.
Yes, so which page?
My lord, page 30.
30.
Yes, ma'am. Annexure 7. Married in the same village, bride groom is also of
What
same
is
village.
this? A Assam schedule register under section 6.
My lord,
This is a
Kabin-
marriage,
Kabin- yes,
Kabin
ma'am.
Nama.
Kabin Nama. My Nasa, daughter of Isabel village and Pustafish and Mozart Govardhana. Same
Have you
village.
examined the Kazi?
My lord,
Have you examined the Kazi
my lord,
with the original marriage?
brother was examined, not Kazi was
Hmm.
examined. Brother was examined.
Father was examined. I mean,
Brother.
Isab Ali
Yes.
Sheikh.
Isabel, no, brother was examined. DW2, brother. Kazi was not examined.
Mr. Sigdar, we told you the story of the schoolboys.
My lord.
Whenever a guardian is called, a man from the street is caught hold over and presented as the mama. He is my mama. Don't adopt that method in a court of law. If you call brother, show that he is the brother. Otherwise, anybody can call any person to be of any relation.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
That voter list,
You have to
Of the
first you have to
brother-
discharge the burden that the man is the brother. Only then we can look into his evidence.
my lord. That is, you are right, my lord.
We have to be right. Otherwise, we are not expressing anything.
It's,
We don't have the habit of expressing wrong things.
my lord, Kabin Nama was, my lord, the Kazi may be examined, my lord.
Because Kabinnama contains some information,
Well-
and this is only a document issued by some authority, which is based on the original records maintained in that
Well-
office. So somebody has to bring the original record, place it before the tribunal to authenticate the information contained there.
That may,
That's the law.
that may,
You have to follow it.
Well-
And if you feel that somebody is a brother,
my lord,
first
maybe
we establish that that man is the brother, and
brothers-
then you go to his evidence. Otherwise, these gaps will remain. Want to go back to examine the
my
cousin?
lord.
Yeah, Mr. D.S. Impossible. Mahful Begum had been referred to the Foreigners Tribunal. Tribunal, Foreigners Tribunal number 9, Borpeta, for rendering an opinion as to whether she is a person who entered the state of Assam on or after 25/3/1971, resulting in registration of FT 9th case number 243/15. An opinion dated 22/2/2018 had been rendered declaring the petitioner to be a foreigner. Being aggrieved, the state petition is instituted. In the writ proceeding, the petitioner relies on the voters list of 1965 of village Govardhana police station, Horbog, in the present-day Borpeta district, which contains the name of Isam Ali Sheikh, son of Rasul, at serial 124. Full stop. In order to establish that the petitioner is the daughter of Isam Ali Sheikh, reliance is placed on the Kabinnama of her marriage, which contains the information that Mahful Nessa is the daughter of Muhammad Isam Ali of village Govardhan, police station, Borpeta Road of Borpeta district. As the petitioner is relying on the information contained in a Kabinnama, it would be more appropriate to examine the Qazi who had solemnized the marriage, along with the original records of the marriage, which may contain the aforesaid information. For the purpose, remanded back to the tribunal to enable the petitioner to examine the Qazi of the marriage who had issued the Kabinnama.
The petitioner.
The respondents in the Home Department may make any further verification on the claim made by the petitioner and submit a report to the tribunal. During the needful reason order to pass.
My lord, if the petitioner wish to, my lord, produce some more documents, my lord, voter list of.
The petitioner may also produce any further material if so advised.
Develop.
24,
My lord. Now, page number 33, my lord. Grandfather's draft chitta, my lord.
What is 33? This is
33, my lord.
relevant part translator copy of what?
This was
Some,
draft chitta.
some land document.
Yes, my lord. This Keramoth is the grandfather, my lord.
What is this document?
This is draft chitta, my lord. Start
Draft Chitha.
chitta, my lord. Yes.
Draft Chitha of which year?
1956, my lord.
It must have been converted to Jamabandi.
This
Chitha
was-
is not a permanent document. Chitha is only an intermediary document leading into a Jamabandi.
my lord, this was submitted before the learned tribunal. There is a Jamabandi also, but I'm not sure if the same.
No, no. If you read the Assam Land and Revenue
Why
Regulation,
not?
the concept of Chitha comes that Chitha is basically a field verification document
Why not?
where the entries are made on the land, who are the settlement holders of the land. Based on this material, that it is then entered into the Jamabandi, which is the
Why not?
which is a permanent document. Suppose today I make my notes when we are submitting, and I also deliver my judgment. Chitha is my notes. And my judgment is the Jamabandi. So 56 Chitha, it must be somebody's note. So we'll prove it.
Try to find out if there is
Hmm.
a subsequent Jamabandi, my lord.
Something has to be there. Just
My
find
lord, I'll
out.
try to find out.
Yeah, land revenue funds, huh? Land revenue. I think Chitha is not a permanent document. Why is it not permanent document?
Different.
Jamabandi is a public record.
My lord.
The information can always be proved from the public record, but Chitha, it may not be. Let's find out.
Lordship will come to page 36, Lordship. Page 36, annexure 9 of
What is
the
it?
friend's petition.
What is it?
There is a Kiraj Miada Jamabandi, and the order was passed in 2009.
Hmm.
In his case, Lordship.
Ah.
So,
Page 30?
36, Lordship, annexure 9. As per the order dated 9/11/2009, passed by the circle officer, serial number so and so is mutated in favor of serial number so and so.
Serial number, how much?
So,
No, that is possible. What happens,
no,
Jamabandi,
then we can trace the
No,
back
no.
record of this one.
Jamabandi is a continuous document.
Yes, Lordship. That is what I
Today,
said.
the name of your father will be there. Tomorrow,
No, my
when
father is
your name
not
has
there.
to come
Yes.
in,
It's
there
like
will be
the
an order of the
record.
circle officer, maybe a
Mutated
order of
order.
2023
Yes,
also,
Lordship.
by which your name will be mutated in name of your father.
So he can
So
get the
therefore, it may contain any,
back amount of names.
the amount of names and some later orders
Yes,
also.
Lordship.
Because it's a continuous document.
So this order can be backtraced to the
True.
thing. That is what I was submitting. If he is
So
stating that
this is a
1956,
Jamabandi of which village? firstly?
2009, the
Same-
order
same-
is
same village.
2009.
Sorry,
Chinatoli, my lord, same village.
Chinatoli, and that the voters list is of which
This is
village?
also Chinatoli.
Where is that voters list? Please come
My
back
lord?
to that page. Voters list is in which page? 33.
Voter list, my lord, page number 24,
24.
1985, the father's one.
Ah.
Because the grandfather died in the 1960.
Who is the father? This is 1985, Rocky Bull. And where is the grandfather?
Grandfather is, my lord, 33.
33.
This is
yeah.
Braj Chitha, my lord. That is the only document where the grandfather name is recorded.
And grandfather's name is Keramol and here it is Keramat, right?
Yeah. the
There is some
subsequent-
discrepancy.
Subsequent document is written as Karamat, my lord. The village is same, my lord.
Village may be same, but the names is not same, Lordship. Keramol and Keramat.
Supreme Court has overruled that objection.
Even in 2006, where his name appears with the
No.
Lordship.
This is again the Chitha.
This is the Jamabandi, my lord.
This is not Jamapandi, page 33. Where is the original? Jamapandis don't look like this.
Jamabandi for surveyed village, this page number 36, my lord.
36.
36.
36 is okay.
Right, not 33, Lordship.
33 is my lord, the
So
only
this is
document
of
where
which
grandfather
village?
name is recorded.
Where is the name of the village? Chinatoli. So who is the father? Keramat,
Keramat is the grandfather.
grandfather. By which entry the name of Keramat was entered?
My lord, I am not sure if the subsequent document is of 19.
Mr. Aman, you obtained a complete Jamabandi. The complete Jamabandi will also show by which order of the circle officer the name of Keramat was entered. If that entry is prior to 1971, that means Keramat existed in before 1971.
My lord.
Then after Keramat, the Jamabandi will contain all the information. Only thing, the name would be struck out, but the name will be there. Then you find out by which name the name of the father was mutated in place of Keramat, if Keramat is the grandfather. Then you find out by which order in place of the father, the name of this person had been mutated. It's a continuous information. Only thing, you'll have to obtain the certificate copy or copy of the entire Jamabandi and not just a few entries here and there. Maybe you can establish your case.
33.
If you are relying only on the land documents,
Yes, sir.
nothing else, produce a complete land document.
On record, that's why this next, my lord.
Lordship, the
Get it.
other
I will
thing,
get it.
the thing he can produce is the complete voters list of 1985, which is relying on, because Keramot had more sons, but in this voters list, it's just a single name. Yes,
They
so
produce that also. I think
The complete
1985
vote,
vote.
maybe Keramat is the favorite son.
no.
So land was given
it
to
is-
only one son, to others it was not given you.
Names are there in the Jamabandi Lordship.
Understand what you are saying. 85 voters list contains more number of sons.
No, only one.
So some person may
Some
be having one
favoritism.
favorite son, give the entire land to one man, not to the others.
And even if he had a land document of 56, grandfather's name ought to have been there in the 66 voters list. Let him produce those also, Lordship.
The petitioner relies upon a Jamabandi at page 36 of the writ petition. which contains the name of Keramat, son of Mehdi Ali, who is claimed to be the grandfather of the petitioner, and that of Muhammad Rakibul Hussain, son of Keramat, who is claimed to be the father. And also that the name of Shiramoni Begum had been mutated in place of Rakibul Hussain. But in the absence of the complete vote Jamabandi, no inference can be drawn as to when the name of the grandfather Keramat was mutated, as well as to when the name of Rakibul Hussain, the father, was mutated, and when the name of the petitioner was mutated in place of the father. Complete Jamabandi may be produced just after 2 weeks.
And if the cheetah is of 1956 lordship, then their names ought to have been there, 66,
The
70,
Home
71.
Department responding home also raised an objection to MSA Burma Land Council that if Keramat existed in the 1960s or
56.
thereabout, 56, his name ought to have also been included in some voters list.
Died in
Petition-
1960.
60, 66, 71, because. you're
Petitioners
right
may
with the
explore the
cheetah.
said possibility
Yes, yes.
next time.
Deeply obliged.
Item 25,
Wait, please, your lordship. Lordship, in this case, lordship, can you peruse the page 36, lordship? The petitioner's father's name is Ajit Haldar, lordship. In enquiry report, lordship, it is reflected on
Page
page
36,
36. lordship.
Taposi Haldar,
Yes, lordship.
I know,
Taposi Das,
complete, Jamabandi.
West Bengal Board. Ajit Haldar is the father.
Yeah, Ajit Haldar is the father.
Sakapur
They are
Nagar.
from Nadia, West Bengal, lordship.
Where is the name Nodia?
Lordship,
From Chhapra Mary Immaculate High School.
36.
So now what do you want to say? That Ajit Haldar is the father?
Yes, lordship.
Which document will show?
Lordship,
Which voters
this
list?
lordship, voters school certificate, lordship, Madhyamik pass certificate, that is on page 36, lordship.
We have read it.
Yes, lordship. Then lordship,
Which
restaurant,
document will show that Ajit Haldar is a citizen?
lordship, then lordship, kindly come to the page 34, lordship.
34.
That is voter ID card.
Voter ID card is not an
That is
authentic
from
document.
lordship Chapra Nodia.
The voter ID card, Mr. Is it an authentic document?
It's not a,
But it's not a proof of citizenship, your lordship, because right below the voter ID card is written,
yeah.
that it cannot be used as a proof of citizenship, your lordship. If
It is not Chapra.
So this,
the recent voter ID card epic, if you can lordship see in the backside,
Uh,
specifically written that only the electoral roll entry will be used for proof of citizenship, but not epic card will not be used as a proof of citizenship.
this identity card will not be used.
Lordship, ration card reflecting petitioner along his father name.
This side. Epic has been misused a whole lot of times now.
Oh,
The Epic, the voters ID card lordship. You have a copy of the ration list?
Yes, ration card. is- I don't know. That I-
this is of which year?
95. Lordship.
95.
Yes, lordship. Then page 25, lordship, will find the sale date of 1981, lordship.
Page 25. Sale deed. Sale deed of 1981.
It is 81, lordship.
But how these documents will not prove that Ajit Haldar is a citizen?
Lordship, they only.
These documents are only showing that the father of the petitioner is Ajit Haldar.
Yes, lordship.
But you also have to show that Ajit Haldar himself is a citizen.
Lordship, Ajit Haldar's father's document I have annexed, that is on sale deed, Lordship, 1948.
Where is it?
That is, Lordship, will find on page 17, Lordship.
Now, how do we know that? Ajit
Abhay
Haldar's
Podo
father,
Haldar.
He's the original father or not, Lordship, and whether he was a citizen?
Now, these are the link document, Lordship, through,
Mr. Counsel, we are not sitting in the NRC office.
yes, Lordship.
There's nothing called linked document in these proceedings. For NRC, you have all those terms, linked document and
Yes,
everything,
Lordship.
but here there is no relevance.
To discuss
Here only authentic material to prove that you are a citizen, that's all.
that Lordship document, which has Lordship, that Lordship, in school certificate shows Lordship, petitioner's father is Ajit, the Lordship.
it is-
Then voter ID also, Lordship.
Mr. Counsel, I think you understand the question we are asking you.
Yes, Lordship.
We are not on whether Ajit Haldar is the father or not. We are asking you show that Ajit Haldar himself is a citizen.
Lordship, this voter ID card and the sale deed, Lordship.
Line on voter ID card. It's just
Then,
a
Lordship,
Piece of document. to be
Adjourn.
provided.
We enable the learned counsel of petitioner to
the only thing.
examine the aspect as to which document will show that Ajit Haldar is the father of the petitioner, and further which document will show that Ajit Haldar himself is a citizen. This next week.
Failure. Only voter list I can, Lordship, obtain that. Otherwise, Lordship,
Lordship,
no other.
his route is via West Bengal. It is not
Yes.
direct through Dhubri or Gwalpara.
He is a
Lordship.
resident of the West Bengal, Lordship.
We have passed our order. We have passed our order just for everything you oversee.
May I please, Your Lordship? I'm, in this case, my lord, I'm on behalf of Mr.
Sorry.
In this case, my lord, I'm on behalf of Mr. R.K. Nath, who is the engaged counsel, Your Lordship. Let the matter maybe come up after
Cause this one.
2 weeks, Your Lordship. Lord, he is out of station, Your Lordship.
Cause this one. Oh my God. Item number
26, Your Lordship.
6. One adjournment,
Yes, Lordship.
cost of 1,000,
My lord,
cost of 1,000.
my lord, kindly pardon me, Your Lordship.
Why?
My lord,
It's a 2018 matter. Why should we adjourn it on a casual?
at least 1 week, Your Lordship. He is actually Mr. R.K.
So we also say you paid just 1,000 rupees cost, not much.
Sorry, Your Lordship. Sorry, Your Lordship.
Not unnecessary, don't take adjournments.
My lord,
Genuine reason, it's a different matter.
yes.
Adjourn on the prayer. Then নাম তো লিখে দেবো। Yes, next item.
Item 27.
Lordship adjourn.
Huh?
Adjourn.
He doesn't want to pay that just 1,000 rupees cost.
Adjourn.
Regarding these aspects on that doubt, normally what we raise. There is a theory of doubt. You will find it in a book. It's Archbishop Whately's Historic Doubts. There's a definite concept of doubt, and it is a procedural and methodical method in how doubt can be raised. It's not that it can be raised in any random manner. So it's not that when you raise doubt, it is wholly unacceptable, but it has to be streamlined in the appropriate manner as per the law. And two other aspects, what we on the appreciation of oral evidence. One of the principle is whether they have the means of getting correct information. That's why we always ask, what is the proximity of this witness to the actual event have? Otherwise, anybody can say anything, whatever you feel like. Two, whether they have any interest in concealing the truth. This is also one of the relevant aspects.
I'll also go through it, Lordship.
So when you raise your objections, if you streamline it through some mechanical method,
Yes,
it will be acceptable and it will be easy for all, and they will also have to answer to it.
I'll go through this one.
Just, but this book will be difficult to get. But anyway, there is a concept called.
Theory of doubt.
It's a and there is another passage that in British India, the English judges, they frequently complained of the untruthful nature of the evidence that had been rendered.
Untruthful.
Nature of the evidence. They also have the habit of disbelieving everything. So that was a issue that came up, how to deal with it. English judges simply believe that whatever you say is wrong. I'm not taking into account. So I am referring this on the aspect that it's quite often this issue is raised that it is untruthful, not believable. There also, ultimately, it was balanced that it would be a gross slander to predicate all natives of India that they are saying the false statement. And it would, on the other hand, be misleading the young judicial functionary to tell him that he may safely look for as much truth in an Indian so you have to ultimately balance the two. So therefore, we'll have to look a little bit further. Then on the aspect of this likely happening, one test is the evidence is to be tested whether it is consistent with the common experience of mankind, with the usual course of nature and human conduct, and with well-known principles of human action. These are also some of the factors which has to be just taken note of.
Yes, Lord.
Yes,
Page 18,
page 18.
grandfather, my lord. Voter registration 1966. Jinnat Ali Sheikh, my lord, is a grandfather. Then my lord says,
And every case we are looking to, we are not following a particular method.
Pattern. It's different. Facts are different.
Different.
Lordship.
Same principle you cannot,
Apply.
way Mr. Sinha tried to say that what I said in the other case, now he wants to take advantage of it. It can't be.
Yes, Lordship.
Page number
page 18, my lord,
18.
18.
Who is the grandfather? Jinnat.
Jinnat, my lord. Then page 22, my lord.
Just look. Page 66. He lives Boiser Alga. And now who is the father?
Page 22, my lord.
Page 22.
71 voter list, my lord. Same village. Ahmed Ali Sheikh.
Ahmed Ali is the father.
Yes, my lord. Now kindly see page 28, my lord. Page 28, my lord. Name of Ahmed Ali, Sakina Khatun is the mother, my lord, and Khalu Sheikh is the petitioner, my lord. Page 28, my lord. And
Yes.
Father also it is, my lord. Page, my lord, 57, my lord. And he was not close to the my lord. Page 57, my lord. 53, my lord. Sorry. Page 53, my lord.
Page 57.
53, my lord, sorry. 53, my lord.
Has he been cross-examined?
No.
Can be sent back for cross-examination.
Heard. The petition of Halu Sheikh had been referred to the Foreigners Tribunal
Page 70, ma'am, 70.
70. Foreigners Tribunal number 7, Dhubri at Bilasipara, for rendering an opinion as to whether he is a person who entered the state of Assam on or after 25/3/1971, resulting in registration of FT 7th Dhubri case number 148/BL3/17. Tribunal rendered an opinion dated 19/6/2018 declaring the petitioner to be a foreigner. Being aggrieved, this writ petition is instituted. In the writ proceeding, the petitioner relies on the voters list of page 21.
Page
18, relies voters list of 1966 of village Boiser Alga Part 3 in the Dhubri district, which contains the name of Jinnat Ali Sheikh, son of Saman Ali.
Page 22, my lord.
As well as the voters list of 1971 of village Boiser Alga Part 2, which contains the name of Hamed Ali Sheikh, son of Jinnat Ali at serial 475. And it is claimed that Hamed Ali is the father of the petitioner. To substantiate the same, the petitioner further relies on the voters list of 1977 of village Boiser Alga Part 3, which contains the name of Hamed Ali, son of Jinnat Ali at serial 1149, and that of Halu Sheikh, son of Hamed Ali at serial 1151. And both are shown to be residing in the same house number 2. Hamed Ali Sheikh, son of Jinnat Ali of village Boiser Alga Part 3, had also deposed before the tribunal as DW2, wherein he stated that Halu Sheikh, the proceedee, is his son. It is noticed that DW2 had not been cross-examined by the authorities in the Home Department of the Government of Assam. Considering the above matter remanded back to the tribunal to enable the Home Department to cross-examine DW2 as may be advised. The tribunal to also look into the aspect that if Jinnat Ali Sheikh, son of Saman of the 66 voters list of Boiser Alga, is the grandfather, and Hamed Ali Sheikh, son of Jinnat of the 1971 voters list of village Boiser Alga, is the father, and the name of Hamed Ali, son of Jinnat Ali, and Halu Sheikh, son of Hamed Ali, appears together in the voters list of 1997 of village Boiser Alga Part 3. It may be an indication that the petitioner had discharged the burden under Section 9 of the Foreigners Act 1946 that he is a citizen of India. Upon doing the needful, the reason order be passed.
Item 28 with personal appearance.
Sorry. For whom do you appear?
No, I'm appearing for private response.
We appear to ask for personal appearance. We'll hear you later. Here it is now, a GD entry to. Come to page 59. Show him page number 59. '59. We are taking after some time. Take note of the running page numbers, Mr. Council. Next item. Take note of the running page number. Only then you can find out, not otherwise. Next
Item, item 29.
Madam Bhattacharjee and Madam Sharma, we can't help you. Your colleague is not good. At least when you appear before the court, you should know what is required. Every day we are telling the same thing. Yes, next item.
My lord. Page 21, my lord.
Page 21. Yes.
Voter list of 1966. Asmat Khan is the my lord grandfather, my lord. Of village duty for a
Asmat
part
Khan is the
grandfather.
grandfather.
Okay, page 25, my lord.
Page 25.
Nasaruddin Khan.
Nasruddin Khan kun hai?
Is the father, my lord. Of village Kazakata part 6, my lord.
Page number 24.
25, my lord.
25. Nasaruddin Khan, son of Asmat. He is the father.
Father, my lord.
Which document will show is the
Page
father?
37, my lord.
Headmaster.
Headmaster examined, my lord. Page 62, but not post examined.
Headmaster examine.
Page 62, my lord.
Original school record he
Yes,
produced.
my lord. Some documents was produced, my lord.
Uh,
Page 62, my lord.
Education department.
Official records, student page of official.
The headmaster of 2039 number Balar Godam LP School of village Kajaikata to produce the admission register in original of the school, which may contain the information that Rohima Khatun is the daughter of Nasiruddin Khan of village Kajaikata. Let us examine it ourselves.
Father also it is in this case, my lord.
Let us directly look into it.
Fine.
If the school register contains you are true, you don't have to look for anything beyond that.
Obligement.
A copy of this order be made available to Learned Council for the Education Department.
Obligement.
Nigambo will.
We don't have to personally remain present. We can just send a register.
Item 30.
Petitioner declare foreigner list of symptom, my lord. I will come to the page 13.
Jamila
A.
Khatun.
Rahman, A. Rahman,
Page number
13. 13.
1.
3. Voter list of 1965, my lord.
Who is the father?
Father,
Oh, oh.
A. Rahman.
Who is the father?
A. Rahman, my lord.
E. Rahman, son of Fateh Ali, is the father. 65, village Palamburi. And which document will show that? he is the
Document will
father?
be, my lord.
Page number
Page number 33, my lord.
33.
The type document.
Lordship, 71 voters is, there's a shifting lordship. And the name of the father also changes.
Father,
A.
grandfather.
No, now who is the father? Rahman is the father.
Rahman is the
Then where is 71?
Next page, page
Next page,
15,
ma'am.
lordship.
page
The
15. A.
village-
Rahman,
No, you even tell the village, but there's a shifting there.
15, yes.
And here he becomes son of Hatenbari and in the
And the
first.
village
four
is
is-
also different.
Different.
And even the father's name,
Now,
grandfather's name changes.
now, understand. Now, A. Rahman of Haramguri is the father or A. Rahman of
Kholihamari.
Kholihamari is the father?
Polyhammer is the father.
Kholihamari is the
Yes.
father, not Haramguri.
Yes, my lord.
Then why
But
did you enclose Haramguri?
they're shifting, my lord.
Anyway, now which document?
My lord.
Page number 33.
33, my lord.
89, again a shifting lordship.
Page number-
And again, the father's name changes. And here the A. Rahman becomes Abdul Rahman.
Page number?
Page 17 lordship.
A. Rahman, Abdul Rahman, my lord.
It cannot be same. Then why
May-
it didn't come
maybe
earlier? Maybe. Okay.
Son of Hare.
10%.
Hare, Hatenabi and Fateh.
Fateh, my lord. That is the grandfather, my lord.
Hmm?
Grandfather, my lord.
Grandfather
Grandfather's-
keeps on changing.
Yes, lordship.
No, grandfather
A.
name is
Rahman-
different.
A. Rahman also.
When the
changed.
grandfather keeps on changing, the
My
father also keeps on changing.
Father name is A. Rahman, Abdul Rahman. But
Understand.
grandfather name is Saint, my lord.
In this world, how many A. Rahmans are there? Maybe million also. So out of the million people, how do you know? So he's linked up by his father. If the name of the father is changing, that means the father is also changing.
Voter list, my lord.
And three shifting till now, lordship, 65 different, 71, 89.
89 is Kholihamari.
Polyhammer, different Polyhammer. Podankori. No, 2, 3, no, কোথায় আছে? Polyhammer and
Mr. Hassan, what we have noticed, when the records are clear, the learned council is also very confident. And the way you walk into the podium, you can make out that you have some good material. Whenever materials are doubtful, you try to create a confusion. Once you say this, once you say that, so that you think that the court will not understand anything and may pass an order in my favor. This is the general trend we have noticed. So now you substantiate that as there are village is different, name of the father is different. You bring any material to show that it is one. It is for you to do that. The petitioner claims that A. Rahman, son of Fateh Ali of the 1965 voters list of village Adamguri, is the father of the petitioner. The 1971 voters list is of village Kholihamari, which contains a name of A. Rahman, son of Hatenabi. And it is claimed that A. Rahman, in the meantime, had shifted from village Padamguri to village Kholihamari. Further reference is made to a voters list of 1989 of village Kholihamari, which contains a name of Muhammad Abdul Rahman, son of Fareh. It is noticed that although the name of the father is consistent to the extent that it is either Abdul Rahman or A. Rahman, but the name of the father is changing in the three voters lists. And which other document you rely?
My lord,
Jamabandi,
Javabandi, my lord.
page 32. It's a Jamabandi of a land in which village?
Javabandi village.
The petitioner relies upon a Jamabandi as page 32 of the writ petition, but no indication is available in the Jamabandi as to in which village the land is located. Further materials may be produced as indicated, list again.
The incomplete Jamabandi, no signature, no
Nothing is
date, and neither the details are there, lordship.
Jamabandi also appears to be a typed out copy of certain extracts without the beginning or the end of the Jamabandi copy, nor any signature of the person who had issued the Jamabandi copy is available.
Signature is there, my lord, in last place, my lord. So, Mukamila Kiba Shakkaron Nokol.
You file an IA to recall this order.
Yes, sir.
Item 31 for orders.
Signature now, beginning and ending for here, incomplete. Yes, Mr.
My lord, I am sorry, my lord, in this case. What happened? In the last occasion, my lord, the lordship was.
Mohanto prays for granted 1 week time to steps for service of notice on the respondent number 12.
12.
Why is it before this court?
My lord, actually, my lord, this is a division bench matter, but the last occasion, it is a listed, my lord, single bench, my lord. So single bench, my lord,
Okay,
observed that-
this is originally a division bench.
Yes,
matter.
yes, my lord. I don't know at what time.
But
it was-
last time it was placed, maybe, right.
So that was the, my lord, the observation that we made, raised to verify whether this will be here or it will go to the Kohima. So my mind was that it is already, my lord, transferred. So my lord, they lapse on my part.
Send back to the Kohima.
Not Kohima, my lord, because the situation is like that, it cannot be.
Please,
partial to Kohima,
read
my
it.
lord.
What to do?
There is an observation made in the last order, my lord,
Just,
about verifying
uh,
whether
What to do now?
But the
Should we
allegation-
take up or not?
I leave it to your lordship, my
but
lord.
No,
the
we have
citizen-
no
otherwise-
difficult, you have no difficulty in taking it.
Otherwise, my lord,
Only thing one judicial order is.
lordship.
It is a single judge order.
Yes,
my
lord.
lord.
Yes, my lord, I have seen this, I have seen this. So there is that is why, my lord, there is a verification made this.
What do we want to do it
accordingly.
here?
My lord, because the
Okay,
situation
go
is that, but I cannot pursue there because the allegation is I kill a mother Naga person, my lord. So on that matter, it is presumed that I have been killing this matter. This is a white line, my lord. So it is not possible to pursue the matter in Nagaland.
No, we are not going to those issues.
Treating-
Oh, to what extent,
treating-
what kind of behavior will be
Treating
these
all
days?
these things are.
Tell us one thing, if both of you agree the matter to be taken up here, we are ready
Yeah.
to take it up.
No problem.
And if you want it to be sent back to Kohima, we are sending it
I
back.
have,
It is from Kohima bench, I would
You are
pray,
here,
my lord, otherwise.
you are here for that
Yes,
purpose
my-
only.
Yes, yes, my lord.
Whenever Kohima matter is
Lordship,
listed
lordship.
before this court,
Both are here, my lord. So there is
so you
no
can take it up.
My lord.
What is to be done today now?
Well, I
Are
have
we
prayed
hearing
for
the
time, I-
matter or it is in some intermediate stage?
I think
Whether the respondent number
Well,
12,
wait for 7 days time, my lord, to take the first steps on your.
You want to take steps upon whom?
Personal, my lord, is a, one name is King Langkhas, my lord, he's a, at that time, IO, my lord, SI of this police station.
Nagaland police. So you are having some personal allegation against
Yes.
him, malafide allegations. You want to take steps.
Yes. It is already steps, but that was not. my lord,
Mr. P. Mohanto, Land Counsel for the petitioner states that the petitioner desired to take fresh steps on the respondent number 12.
12.
Prayer allowed, steps were registered post within 3 days.
Hello, one observation, my lord, because the, by lapse of time, this respondent number 12 might have been transferred out to a different place. So I have no personal knowledge that can be.
It is
sent to
stated that
SP,
in
my
the
lord.
meantime, the respondent number 12 may be holding some other post. If it is so, on the next returnable date, the Land Counsel for the government of Nagaland may inform the court. In the meantime, you take in the
Must.
letters.
32 to 34.
Wait, your lordship. My lord, this is custodial death matter, my lord.
How many persons died?
One person when he was arrested,
No, no, how
Yeah.
many persons died?
one person.
One person.
In
Then
this
why,
case,
then why 3 writ petitions?
no. There are 3 separate cases, first has come together, one after another. 2 cases from Borpeta, one in Sirang.
No, no, why are they clubbed together? Every death is an individual act and that has to be looked.
Because both the 3 are custodial death case. Perhaps for that.
There
reason.
must be another 100 custodial death cases before the High Court. Why all 100 are not listed together? Because
that-
custodial death is it's on individual facts, I think. Every fact will be different, every circumstance. will be
Earlier it
different.
was separated, but later on it has been taken.
Who appears for the respondents? We appear.
Mr. Dinath is appearing.
The
for
why,
his
why
bail.
are
He is
3?
coming, Lord.
Sorry,
He is coming, Mr. Dinath is appearing. Lord.
adjournment timing.
No, he is coming, Lord, so on his way, Lord.
You want to be passed over for the timing? There is no third option, either timing or you do it. Okay. You can't expect us to keep waiting for somebody to come. Just next item.
Item 35.
35, yes, Ali Hassan.
Made please, Lordship. Lordship, in the last petition, Lordship was pleased to go read, ask me to read the Nilavati's Behra's case, Lordship, which is a matter is to
What is this matter, Mr.?
custodial debt, Lordship.
Custodial debt matter,
yes.
okay. So what are you to do today? Today, what is required to be done?
Lordship, in
And
the
Asin Learning prays for 3 weeks time to file reply. You have filed your reply.
Lordship, in the last.
Order of 29/11/2022, 3 weeks time was allowed to the petitioner to file reply affidavit. Did you file?
No, Lordship.
Want to
Actually,
file?
No, no, Lordship, the reply is not required because they have annexed.
Then why did you make that prayer on the earlier date?
Lordship, actually.
Mr. Yasin, learned counsel of petitioner, prays for 3 weeks time to file reply. Why did you make that prayer if not required?
Lordship, I am not able to say he, actually, he.
But the order indicates.
Yes, yes, Lordship.
Even if you may not be aware.
Lordship, reply is not required because they have annexed one inquiry report, Lordship.
We understand everything. If not required, you ought
Yes.
not to have taken adjournment to file reply. Anyway, who appears respondents?
I think I. Custodial debt. Custodial debt.
35. Mr. Krishna Ray, we are basically, we want to know, are we hearing the matter today or there is something in between to be done?
Lordship, on the last.
If you can hear, please start. If it is not ready for hearing, tell us what to do.
Lordship, then matter may come up for admission, Lordship, on a.
Nothing like that.
Then, Lordship, otherwise, Lordship,
It doesn't depend on the column where it is.
yes, yes, sorry, Lordship.
If it is ready for hearing, please start your argument. If it is not ready for hearing, tell us what more to be done.
Lordship, I can start, Lordship, because.
Mr. Krishna Ray, did you appear on 17/3/2023 when the matter was taken up?
No, Lordship.
You did not appear. Who appeared on that day?
Lordship, my learned friend appears.
What happened on that day?
When the court has submitted to come preparation with the judgment, the court.
We required you to come prepared
Yes, yes.
with some relevant judgment.
Yes.
Are you ready today? Or is Mr. the other counsel ready?
I have,
See, if you are ready, start your argument. If you are not ready, take an adjournment. Because last occasion also it happened, we started the hearing, after that we had to adjourn it because somebody was not prepared. So you take your call.
next week, Lordship. Otherwise, I am
But
ready.
if you start and thereafter you have to adjourn, we'll impose a cost.
Actually, yesterday night I find another one judgment of 97 page, Lordship, that entrance judgment I have not gone through, Lordship, so. Yes, Lordship.
Mr. Asan Krishna Try, and then counsel petitioner states that some further time will be required to prepare for the hearing. List again.
Item 36 for hearing.
Who is appearing 36? None appears for the petitioner when the matter is called. List again. In the event of further non-appearance, appropriate order shall follow.
Item 38.
Please, Lordship.
37 to adjourn, 38. Yes, Mr. Hussain.
My lord, father and mother's name appear at page 15 lordship, voter list of
Page
1966.
15.
Page 15, 15 lordship. Usman Ali, serial number 21.
Sixty-six, village, Balor Choy.
Ballard, sir.
2.
And serial number 25 is mother.
25, Aimona is mother.
Ye-
And who
yes.
is the father?
Father is serial number 21. Usman Ali.
21, Osman is the father, 25, Aimona mother.
Yes.
And which document
Then
will
lordship,
show that
Total list of 85 at page
Osman is the father? Sorry,
page 20 lordship.
20.
Yes. Here serial number 518. Father,
85, Balachar Part 2, Osman, Aimona Mena, and.
here Usman Benin.
Yes, Madam Burma, that's what we indicated. If the materials are good, learner council is always very confident,
Yes, lordship.
even while walking to the body. And materials are not there, you'll be saying all kind of things. Shall we back?
Yes, lordship. Lordship, in the last matter, my colleague who had appeared, some Mr. Hassan, he comes back and again tells me the date and the seal is there. They cannot hound me like this in the court, lordship.
No.
I told him, he said I should have said, I said, you cannot tell me what to tell to the court. So lordship will take note
I
of
think we
this.
adjourned it.
Lordship
That matter
has
is adjourned, I think.
Lordship has asked him to file some IA regarding the thing. But
No,
lordship, I request the petitioner counsels not to hound me in court, lordship.
Definitely,
Most of
you
the
are
time it's
not-
happening.
Argument is before the court.
And not personally with me, lordship. They come
Definitely.
outside and they tell me, you said this, you said that, lordship.
Nam to note for it motion with Teller Land Council. Was it Teller even Land Council taken note?
Yes,
of it?
lordship, it is here. Some Mr. Hassan, just now he had appeared.
Next time
F.A. Hassan.
next time he appears, remind me. Yes.
And this is not the first time, lordship. This has been happening.
Yes, am I he said? What do you do? What do you do? Hmm. Okay. List it tomorrow once again. That matter we are listing tomorrow once again.
Lordship, I'm not available from tomorrow for a week, lordship.
You may not be, you have already informed the.
Yes, lordship.
It only, when you will be available, that we
I'm
will
coming
send.
back on 17th, lordship.
17, not list correctly. List it on 17, that matter. You are M.I. Hussain.
Lordship.
The petitioner Amir Hussain had been referred to the
Page 72 lordship.
Foreigners Tribunal number 2, Bongaigaon at Ohayapuri for rendering an opinion as to whether he is a person who entered the state of Assam from the specified territory on or after 25/3/1971, resulting in registration of BNGN/FT/case number 3307/2007 and 3307/07 The tribunal rendered an opinion dated 11/5/2017 declaring the petitioner to be a foreigner. Being aggrieved, this writ petition is instituted. In the writ proceeding, the petitioner relies on the voters list of 1966 of village Balarachar Part 2. Post office, police station, North Salmara in the present Bongaigaon district, which contains the name of Osman Ali, son of Jaharuddin, at serial 21, and that of Aimona Khatun, wife of Osman, at serial 25. Petitioner also refers to a voters list of village Balachar Part 2 of the year 1985, which contains the name of Osman Goni, son of Johar Akanda, at serial 518, and that of Amina Khatun, wife of Osman Gani, at serial 519, and that of Amir Hussain, son of Osman Gani, at serial 520, and all three are shown to be residing in the same house number 40. Accordingly, the petitioner claims that the burden under Section 9 of the Furnace Act 1946 had been discharged to prove that he is a citizen. We have noticed that the voters list of 1966 contains the name of Osman Ali, son of Jaharuddin, at serial 21, and that of Aimona Khatun, wife of Osman, at serial 25. But the voters list of 1985 of village Balachar Part 2 contains the name of Osman Goni and not Osman Ali, and he is shown to be son of Jahar Akhanda and not Jaharuddin. In view of the above, matter remanded back to the tribunal to enable the Home Department of the Government of Assam to make a verification as to whether Osman Goni and Osman Ali of the 66 voters list and Osman Goni of the 1985 voters list are one and the same person, and also whether Jaharuddin of the 66 voters list and Johar Akhanda of the 85 voters list are one and the same person. Upon doing the needful, the report be submitted before the tribunal, and the tribunal may pass a reasoned order as may rest is said.
I will communicate this order.
An order to MSA Verma for further communication to the authorities in the Home Department.
Item 39.
The tribunal shall also make the tribunal shall also make a verification as to whether Amir Hussain of the 1985 voters list and the proceedee writ petitioner Amir Hussain are also one and the same person.
Highly obliged.
It was Agot Didibo. Yes. Who is the father of Razamia?
Lordship, his father name is Darvesh Ali.
Page number?
Page number, Lordship, 13.
Sorry,
Page number 1313.
31.
13, Lordship.
13.
Annexure 2, voters list of 1965.
Darvesh Ali is the father.
Father. And his mother's name is Lalbanu Bibi.
Where do you get the mother's name?
That is at page 10, Lordship. It is a Kabinnama. Executed in the year 1955, Lordship.
Acha, Darvesh married the
Lalbanu.
Oh, okay, Lalban. So now which document is here? Darvesh is the father.
It is page, Lordship, 13. Page 1313, Annexure 2.
That we have seen,
Lordship,
which will show that Raja Mia is the son of Darvesh.
Lordship. Lordship, then Lordship kindly come to page 15, Annexure 3.
We have already read it. It's of a
21,
different
Lordship.
village.
Come to Page 21, Lordship.
No, page 15. Let us go one by one.
15,
15 is of a different village.
Yes.
Lordship.
All are
There is
different.
all are different village. There is a Ictingo village from Lordship Buribai to Durganagar.
Mr.
And-
Mojumdar, we have already indicated some time back that there cannot be any presumption in these proceedings, nor can a judicial decision be based on any explanation and stories being presented. Show us the material. show us the material that it is the same person who is shifting. The
21 is-
petitioner may produce any relevant material which may show that the same person, namely Darvesh Ali, had been shifting from village Burabil Part 1 of the 1965 voters list to Durg Patil Part 8 of the 1997 voters list, and thereafter to
Even Lordship 2008, where the petitioner.
and
came
thereafter to village Solita Kandi Dungan
Nagar.
the Durga Nagar Part 1 and 2 of the 2008 voters list. Just after 2 weeks.
Like,
Item 40,
Your Lordship, here in this case, well, there is shifting. So, my lord, and you given some time. to-
Mr. E. R. Rahman, Sigda, sorry, Land Council petitioner seek for adjournment to produce any relevant material which may prove the shifting of the petitioner.
41,
41, yes, Madam.
Yes, may I please your lordship?
Abu
Abul
Abu
Bashar.
Basar, who is the father?
Father is Ainuddin lordship.
Page number,
Page number Ainuddin is there in page number 84 lordship.
I know the serial number.
Serial number lordship, wait, 84. Yes, serial number Ainuddin is 705 lordship.
705, I know the, yes.
And grandfather is Ahed 703. And
Okay,
Seven.
now which document will show
seven, this is
that
seven.
he is the father? This is a voters list of which year?
Oh, this is split.
Hmm?
This is voters list of
Nothing is written
71
there.
Lordship.
Where do,
71. It's
where do you get the word 71?
is that.
I have seen it in the translated
But
copy.
but
Lordship.
I can show, I have a copy because on the reverse side, because 2 pages were there. Reverse side is not there, but in the
Hey,
reverse
person.
side,
Mhm.
71.
Okay, this same document had 2 pages. You made photocopy of only 1 page, not the second page.
Yes, lordship, but.
And in the
I-
second
I-
page,
I-
it is,
I
okay,
can provide that.
okay, very well. We believe you, Madam Ghosh, don't worry.
And this was not exhibited before the learned
Now,
tribunal.
which document will show that Ainuddin is the father?
I know the lordship, his school certificate is there.
Hmm?
His HSLC pass
Page number.
certificate.
HSLC pass certificate will not
Yes.
indicate the name of the
And-
father
and
and village.
he also has reduced evidence. May I submit lordship? There is shifting, but shifting was also adduced evidence through the Gaumburas of those villages. They have also have adduced evidence, and father also has adduced evidence as DW.
Where is the evidence of the original village, Gaumura?
Original village is Losanbori, 44,
Page number 44.
44 lodge.
You have another voters list 5 to 71.
Yes, 66 is there.
Alauddin, 63.
Page 47.
There is Ainuddin Ahad in 65 in the voters list. हाँ voters list में तो कोई भी नहीं है. Ainuddin भी नहीं, Ahad भी नहीं है.
No, there's grandfather, grandmother.
कहाँ?
एक second, Akka Sali, Akka Sali. Akkas is ahead, is alias, दो नाम है, but Mauajan Nisa, Newajan Nisa.
Lordship 65 voters list, the grandfather's name is different, and again 71, it is different, completely different, Lordship. One is Akkas Ali and one is Ahad. Now, if whether they are the same persons, and they're shifting also, Lordship. And then again, 70 also has a different voters list. How
65,
can,
70.
the names figure in 70 and 71 in two
No,
different places?
that is true. Page 44 also.
Yes, Lordship.
What does the Gambura says? I know O.P. Basar.
Yes, Lordship.
O.P.'s father's name is Ainuddin. Then he says, in my childhood, I saw father of the Prosidi Ainuddin.
Yes,
And he had shifted.
yes.
So when did he shift?
Shifting from Losenbari to Solapathar.
No, no, from this village,
Losanbari.
Losanbari, when did they shift?
In the year 70, because 70.
1970.
Yes, 70, 60.
When was the petitioner born?
Petitioner was born in the year, page 60, let me see, page 60. As per his date of birth is 78, Lordship.
So after they left, how does this Gambura knows that child is he is the father of that child?
Because
See.
he has issued a certificate, yes, to the father, and where he had.
Understand?
Yes, Lordship.
Ainuddin may have been of Losanbari. Ainuddin
Lordship.
may have shifted.
Yes.
But how does he know that this petitioner is the son of Ainuddin?
He had come here to prove the certificate which he has issued to the father of the petitioner.
Very well,
Yes, Lordship.
we understand.
Here I am proving my shifting. Subsequently, Lordship.
Firstly, whether they have the means of gaining correct information. How this is satisfied. Suppose today I am a Gambura.
Yes,
I know one man of my village. I may not be a Gambura at that time. He said, during my childhood, I saw the father. During my childhood, I see a man.
Yes, Lordship.
That man shift to some other place, possibly during the time when I was a child itself, or maybe
Yes,
a little older than that.
Yes, Lordship.
After that, he had a son. How am I to identify that son?
That he did not state that personal
That's why we
knowledge
asked when the son was born. Had
Sir.
this son was born
in that village.
in that village, maybe
Yes,
this
Lordship.
person would have known, yes, I know that.
I want the point, Lordship. But 71 voters list of Solapathar village, Lordship, if that also is discarded, but
We are not discarding anything. We are only on the evidence rendered by that
Gambura-
Losanbari Gambura. We are not looking at the evidence as a Gambura. We are looking at the evidence as a person who knows about this fact. He says, during my childhood, I had seen the father of the proceeding.
yes, Lordship.
Then he says he shifted to another village. So we put a question to you.
Yes,
When was this person born? After
70.
shifting or before shifting?
after shifting.
So how does a man of the first village knows what transpired in that family in the other village after the shifting?
They might have intimacy. This is the reason childhood, he had stated also.
We
Yes,
take
Lord.
note of the word might. Might is presumption.
Yes, Lordship, that's true. But that question was also not been put to
No,
him.
it's not required to be proved. So the law of evidence is he should have the means to know the correct information.
Yes, Lordship.
We are not satisfied with the means of this man.
Again, Lordship said 70
And-
in one village, 71 immediately in the next village. Same names.
Sometimes yes, sometimes no, both are there.
Sometimes we act
So, but
fast.
at least let us go by the law then.
Hmm.
2 o'clock,
Yes,
think
Lordship.
over it.
Yes, Lordship.
So we always put this question of the proximity of this person having that knowledge. Now it is substantiated with a principle of evidence itself, that he should have the means of knowing the correct information. So once that means is established, we'll believe this person. It will be accepted. But before that, he will have to establish what means he has to know. if he is a person that after this man shifted, I kept a direct contact with them. I keep on visiting their house time to time. Therefore, I know. It is
But he
acceptable.
had come to appear before the learned tribunal to prove the shifting, not that son of so and so. Because if we see exhibit 10 is the document issued in the name of the father of the petitioner lordship. Father
So
of,
you are discarding the evidence of the Gaumbara that he had identified this petitioner to be the son of that man. Okay, very well. We'll hear you.
not mainly because if we see the entire evidence lordship, he has said exhibit 10. Exhibit 10 is issued in the favor of the father of the petitioner.
Very well. So how does this man know where he had shifted? See, since my childhood,
Yes,
I knew a
lordship.
lot of my neighbors.
Yes, lordship.
As long as they were my neighbors, I knew them.
Yes, lordship.
Sometimes what is happening in the family also, I may know this.
But
How do you know where that man has gone? At the best, I may have heard that X has gone from Guwahati to say,
So and so.
Nagaon. But that will be hearsay. Unless I had the occasion to travel from Guwahati to Nagaon and saw that man there, that he's residing there. That is evidence. What do you want? Want to examine or at 2 o'clock?
At 2 o'clock. lordship.
Want to try again?
Because in between, if I get chance, let.
Lordship may fix it up after 17th, Lordship. I am leaving now. Lordship. I told her I am not there.
But other matters are also there.
Other somebody will do, but this matter is half done. Lordship.
already half done
Yes, lordship.
as per its responsibility.
Next week, Lordship.
What?
Sorry. We have already heard it. We have already started the hearing. How can we now make a time being? Understand, time being is a situation before we begin the hearing. But this is already, I think we heard the learned counsel for about 10-15 minutes. We can adjourn it if you want. Adjourn. Timing we cannot. There cannot be part timing. We hear for some time, make a time being, then again we hear. That is not permissible. Sorry, you put the mic on first. Please put the mic on. Yeah.
Lordship, I'm a proxy counsel.
I know your proxy. But timing can be before we begin a hearing. And we are doing that. We are accommodating. But once the matter is heard, thereafter there cannot be timing all of a sudden.
Lordship,
We can
I
adjourn
don't
it.
have any brief also.
Adjourn to be listed tomorrow. Give it tomorrow. Kali tomorrow, but next day after tomorrow. Series to ready assembly.
Timing item 1.
Timing market দিব নোৱাৰি কেনেকৈ কৰি থাকিলে নহ'ব নহয়। Item number 1.
May I please, your Lordship? In this matter, Lordship, after filing of the WS, we could not appear before the trial court, so.
So it's some
as
ex
per-
parte order.
Yes,
It's an
Lordship.
order of which year?
Order is 2019, Lordship. Some ailment I am not appear before this trial, so.
Who will determine whether you are ailing or you are deliberate?
Sir, Lordship, can you have a look at the medical certificate I'm annexed?
Page
this.
number?
Medical certificate. Page number 44, Lordship.
45, Lordship.
For what is the disease? For diminished hearing and neuropathy.
Yes, Lordship.
So 2/11/2018, you developed that disease for 2 months.
Yes.
When was the expiry order passed?
Expiry order passed
2019,
10/1/2019, Lordship.
10/1/2019. You got it. Yes, Mr. Pai, send it back without the cost. Because it is within the treatment period. Your name?
A Begum, Lordship.
E Begum. And here to DD minus the cost. Appear to submit the WS.
B3.
Item 28,
Page 59, your lordship. In paragraph 4, my
We
lord.
are asking the person to answer the question, not the learned counsel. No legal issue is involved as yet for you to answer. Here to so is CD2. You understand English? নে অসমীয়া ক'ব লাগিব?
হ'ব sir।
হ'ব মানে?
ইংলিছতো ক'লে।
ইংৰাজী ক'লে হ'ব। Come to page 59.
Sir.
Page 59, paragraph 4, please read it. Porok. Mr. Gogoi, let him read. Don't disturb him.
That with regard to the statement made in paragraph 3 of the writ petition, the defendant denied the same and begs to state that in connection with Bongaigaon Police Station case number 116/2016 under section 302 IPC, the son of petitioner, namely Sri Sandisharan Rai, was taken to the Bidapur police outpost on 25/2/2016 at about 8:30
All of
PM.
just pause for it. At about 8:30 PM
8:30
on 25/2/2026.
25/2/2016. Actually, Milord.
I have not asked you anything beyond that. What does the GD entry say? একটু দেখাই দিব একটু এন্ট্রি পড়িব দিও Mr. Gogoi, let him read.
অপো 3:30 বজা ICU ষ্টাফ ঘূৰি অহা। এতিয়া মই ICSI দীপক শইকীয়া আৰু সংঘীয় ষ্টাফ সহ উপৰোক্ত 10 নম্বৰ 425 সংক্ৰান্তে নাচনফুটি গাঁৱত গৈ চন্দীচৰণ ৰায় পিতা মোহন ৰায় লগ পাই মোৰ সংক্ৰান্তে সোধপোছ কৰাৰ বাবে চকীত লৈ আহি পুলিচ হেফাজতত ৰাখি
So please see what is the time of that GD entry?
3:30
Then why did you write 8:30 PM?
Actually, sir,
If the GD entry shows at 3:30, this man was brought to the police station, why did you write 8:30 in your affidavit?
actually medical examination.
We are not on
was-
actual.
Medical examination.
So you
time
mean
was-
to say, after picking up this man from his house, you took him to the hospital for medical examination and then brought him to the police station?
Sorry,
Mr. কি নাম আপনার?
Deepak Hokia, sir. Deepak Hokia,
দীপক
Hokia, sir.
শইকীয়া, মিস্টাৰ শইকীয়া,
আচলতে
যিটো
medical-
কয় অকমান ভাবি চিন্তি কব কথা, এনে কৈ নিদিব। আপুনি এফিডেভিটত লিখিছে 8:30 he was brought to the police station. GD entry লিখা আছে at 3:30 entry he was brought to the police station. আপুনি মিছাকে এফিডেভিটত কিয় লিখিছে?
Sir, medical equation খনত 8:30 লিখা আছিলে, আমি মেডিকেল যেতিয়া কৰিছিল, মিস্টেকলি এটো এফিডেভিট খন ফাইল কৰোতে
Who is asking you to respond? We ordered a personal appearance because we want to interact with this man. Had you wanted Mr. Gogoi, you would have not called him for his personal appearance. So please take that keep that in mind. क्या लिखी से?
মেডিকেল টাইমটো স্যার লিখি দিলে ইয়াতে
কিয় লিখিব? আপুনি মিছা কথা এটা এফিডেভিটত কিয় লিখিব? Number one. Number two, আপুনি তাৰমানে 3:30 মানুহটোক নিছে থানা, পিছদিনাখন 10টা বজাত এৰি দিছে সোধপোছ কৰিবৰ কাৰণে। 3:30 পৰা 10টা কিমান ঘণ্টা হয়? From 3:30 to 10 o'clock in the next day morning, how many hours it consists of? হিসাব কৰিব নোৱাৰে। 18.5 ঘণ্টা। 18.5 hours. If you have questioned one man for 18.5 hours, where are your records? কি প্ৰশ্ন সুধিলে চাওঁ? প্ৰশ্ন উত্তৰ কেইটাটো লিখিছে আপুনি নিশ্চয়। চাওঁ, produce it. Because your stand is for interrogation. So that means for the entire period, this man was interrogated. Interrogation to apni অসমীয়াৰ ভাষাত ক'ব গৈ সোধপোছ বুলি ক'লে, সোধপোছ কৰিব নিছো। বুজিছো, আপুনি অকল সুধিছে আৰু পুছিছে, তাতকে বিয়ন একো কৰা নাই। কি সুধিলে 18 ঘণ্টা, 18.5 ঘণ্টা এটা মানুহক? Produce the records of that questioning. What you asked him. Our original case to be 302. Who died?
এগৰাকী আইতাক আৰু নাতিনীয়েক মৰিছিল।
Sorry?
কুঠাৰ দি মাৰিছিলে স্যার।
কোনে মাৰিছে?
এ-
এই ল'ৰাটোৱে মাৰিছে নেকি?
নাই স্যার,
বেলেগে মাৰিছে?
বেলেগে মাৰিছে স্যার। পিছত
বেলেগে যদি মাৰিছে, এই ল'ৰাটোক আপুনি কি সুধিলে for 18.5 hours?
স্যার মানে
কিয় সুধিলে? Why did you take him to custody?
কেছটো ৰিপৰ্ট হোৱাৰ পিছত স্যার কোনো
Sorry?
ক্লু নাছিলে স্যার।
কি?
মাৰ্ডাৰটো কোনো ক্লু নাছিলে স্যার।
সেই বুলি আপুনি যিকোনো মানুহক য'তে ত'তে লৈ যাব নেকি থানাত? আপোনাকতো থানাত নিবৰ কাৰণেও কিবা এটা মেটেৰিয়েল বেচিছ লাগিব, যে অমুক সাক্ষীয়ে কৈছে যে অমুকে মাৰিব পাৰে, বা অমুক সাক্ষীয়ে কৈছে যে অমুকে জানিব পাৰে। আপুনিতো যাকে তাকে লৈ যাব নোৱাৰে ক'ৰবাত মাৰ্ডাৰ এটা হ'ল বুলি। কিয় নিলে এই মানুহজনক? কি মেটেৰিয়েলৰ বেচিছত নিলে? আৰু for 18.5 hours, what question did you ask him? Produce the records. আপুনি তো নিশ্চয় লিখিব লাগিব ক'ৰবাত। If you take a man for questioning, definitely you will say that to this question, the man has answered this way. To next question, he had answered in this way. সেই ৰেকৰ্ড থাকিলেহে আপোনাৰ সোধপোছৰ কাম হ'ব। সেই প্ৰশ্নখিনি যেতিয়া উত্তৰটো গোটাব, উত্তৰ গোটাই আপুনি ভাবিব যে এই মানুহজনক আৰু দৰকাৰ নাই। You will release him from custody. নে আপুনি কিবা কিবা মজা দিবৰ কাৰণে নিছিলে?
নাই স্যার।
আৰু মজাও দিয়া নাই,
নাই স্যার,
একো দিয়া নাই। Very well.
সিচুৱেশ্যনটো খুব হেৰি আছিলে স্যার। এইটো
It's
মানে-
good of you if you had not done anything. Produce the records of the questioning of 18.5 hours. 18.5, see, I'm interacting with you for the last 5 minutes. How many questions did I ask you? And how many answers you have given? So imagine in 18.5 hours, how many questions you can put and how many answers can be obtained? Where are the records of that questioning? Merely making a statement in affidavit that I took him for interrogation or questioning is not sufficient if it is not based by any record. Produce it.
কি ৰেকৰ্ড আছে মই
Sorry.
2016 চনৰ কথা পাহৰিছো স্যাৰ
Sorry.
2016 চনৰে কথা স্যাৰ পাহৰিছো
So your memory is also bad. So are you fit to remain in the police without a memory? Tomorrow you'll say, I have forgotten that I appeared before the court also what I said. Because my memory is bad. So you're not fit to remain in the police then.
জিডিত স্যাৰ অনা আৰু যাব দিয়াটো উল্লেখ আছে স্যাৰ
Nothing is there. Tell me what happened, what actually happened. সঁচা কথা কব
একদম
সঁচা কথা কব
একদম সঁচা কথা কৈছো স্যাৰ
আৰু সঁচা কথা নকব এইটো উলিওৱা হ'ব কি হৈছে এনকুৱাৰী কৰা হ'ব you'll be in bigger trouble but if you say the truth we'll consider it.
মানে সেই সময়ত স্যাৰ প্ৰথম যেতিয়া ডেড বডিটো ৰিকভাৰ হয় স্যাৰ গাঁৱৰ স্থানীয়
I am not on your investigation. I am on what you did with this boy Sandeep Saran Roy.
স্থানীয় মানুহৰ স্যাৰ মানে
We are not questioning what investigation you did in that 302 case.
ল'ৰাটোৰ ওপৰত
We have absolutely no interest in that investigation. Only our interest is what you did to this boy from 3:30 to 10 o'clock.
তেওঁ কিবা ক্লু পাওঁ বুলি মাৰ্ডাৰ কেছটোত
No, you are, as an investigating officer, you are free under the law to do the investigation in any manner. But we are asking you, you are taking a stand on affidavit that you had taken him only for interrogation. We are asking you, direct, please produce the records of what interrogation you had done. আপুনি লিখি গৈ থাকিব লাগিব when you take a statement under 161 of any witness don't you immediately write down that X had stated this before me. So this is also a kind of a statement under 161 of this interrogation. Where is the record?
স্যাৰ থাকিব পাৰে মোৰ কিন্তু
Sorry.
স্যাৰ কেছ ডায়েৰীটোত থাকিব পাৰে স্যাৰ মোৰটো মনত নাই
Case study, you can take it. Because please hand over the case study. So এতিয়াও কৈছো সঁচা কথা কৈ দিব you'll be dealt in a lenient manner. আৰু সঁচা কথা নকব এনকুৱাৰী হৈ গৈ থাকিব till they come to the truth. Madam Bachelji, please explain this man. The false statements and misleading approach will be more damaging for him than telling the truth, because the truth will not lead to much of a consequence. It's not there. We have checked up. Nothing is there. Madam Bachcharji,
Lordship.
if you make one false statement and in trying to protect that false statement to be true, you are making another few more false statements, the effect will multiply. The effect will be more of false and misleading statements. The consequence may be more severe. But if you make the, say the truth, that consequence may be much more less. ঠিক এনকোয়ারি করা হবো আপনার consequence you'll face it. If you are telling, not telling the truth, if you say the truth, tell us, still, you have that opportunity.
কেছটো ইনভেষ্টিগেশ্যনৰ খাতিৰত আনিছো তেখেতক আৰু পিছদিনাখনে যাব দিয়া হৈছে আচল ক্লু পাইছো আৰু আচল আসামি ধৰিছো মিলত আৰু বেলেগ একো নাই
We are not concerned with the Asami Dhorisu of that case. We are not concerned with your investigation. Repeatedly, I am saying one thing. We are concerned with what happened to this boy from 3:30 to 10:30, 10 o'clock next day. Only this is the scope of our inquiry here. We are not asking whether you have done a very good investigation, you have done a false investigation. We are not on that. That will be the subject matter of that criminal trial, whatever it is. Hetu court is abo. Chittaranjan Roy Lorator ki hol. This is what we are concerned. আর সঁচা কথা কওক এতিয়াও। Please take him out. Madam Bachcharji, take him out. Ask him to reflect, come back again, and explain him the consequences. অলপ পিছত লোৱা হ'ব।
32 to 34.
Well, it actually. My lord, there are actually 2 custodial deaths, but 3 petitions are filed here. The item 32 is filed by parents of the deceased Abdul Khalek.
Okay, one is by parents, one by somebody else.
And another by one brother of the deceased who was killed at Borpeta district jail with the help of certain public.
Sorry. Who died in custody?
That is Islam. No. In the 32, Abdul Khalek died.
No, Abdul Khalid died in custody.
And in custody, yeah,
Just a minute.
while police.
And item number 32 is filed by the parents of Abdul Khalid.
Yes. For
And
compensation.
who is the other person who had filed?
Other persons, my lord, one is Saiful Islam.
And who is Saidul Islam?
Saiful Islam is the brother of Hasibul Islam. Hasibul
No,
Islam,
the man died is Khairul.
Hasibul Islam,
Man died is
Hasibul Islam.
Then give the correct information, Mr.
Why?
Mahmood. Yes, who died? Hasibul died.
Yeah, Hasibul died.
And one petition is filed by the parents of Hasibul.
filed
Yes.
by the mother and the second petitioner. Mother
Sorry.
and the second petitioner.
Parents.
Saiful
No,
has.
we are yet to come to petitioners.
No,
Hasibul died. One
Saiful-
petition is filed by the parents,
Mother,
mother of Hasibul.
mother of the Hasibul and brother of Hasibul.
Mother and brother of Hasibul have
Hasibul.
filed one petition.
Yes.
Yes. And next petition,
Next petition has been filed by the brother,
huh?
by the brother,
The same brother.
same brother.
So same brother files one more petition. Just check up.
No, past, my friend is perhaps.
Let him give the answer. So Hasibul died, mother and one brother of Hasibul filed one petition.
Hmm.
And thereafter, and thereafter,
The-
the same brother filed one more petition.
No, my lord, no, my lord. The mother has filed the petition first, the WP criminal number 11 of 2022.
Karim Ali. 11/2023, Karim Ali petition.
Chirang, that is Chirang.
You see another case.
Yes, Chirang.
Yes. Lordship may kindly take up first, WP criminal 1 of 22.
One of 2020,
One of-
yes.
Yes.
Saiful Islam has filed it.
Saiful is the brother.
Saiful is the brother of Hasibul.
Hasibul. Yes,
And
And the
the
and the second is WP
second one
criminal
is
6,
filed by,
WP criminal number 6,
number 6, this one is
WP
filed by
criminal 6, my lord.
Kadbanu. Kadbanu is the mother.
Kadmanu is the mother and Saiful is petitioner number 2.
Why is Saiful filing
Yes,
multiple petitions?
that is, one is filed for high level inquiry by high ranking police officer, and our prayer was that,
That is the first one.
that is one, that is WPC criminal.
One prayer is
Prayer may be seen page
mm,
27 and 28.
prayer is 27. So for respect, why the investigation of Borpeta PS case number shall not be directed to hand over to CBI. Make the investigation free, fair and fair. Okay, this is only for handing over to
Yes, only
CBI.
for
And the
investigation by
sec- and the
CBI.
sec- And by at that stage, did Hasibul die or he did not die?
Hasibul died in where he was in
No, no.
custody and district jail.
When WPC 01 of 20 filed, Hasibul was dead or he was alive?
Dead,
Was there
He was already
Yes.
dead, but you wanted CBI inquiry.
yes.
CBI inquiry and the action against the erring officials.
Action again. And what is the second petition for?
Second petition is for compensation.
Second petition is for compensation. That is filed by,
So basically, it's almost same.
Same grievance.
Means
right?
whole
Same-
thing could have been done in one petition also.
Yes, yes.
Okay, fine.
the same means in second petition, my lord, we have only claimed compensation. Because this Hasibul maintained her widow mother. So she,
That Kadbanu.
Kadban,
Hasibul also maintained Kadbanu.
yes.
So Kadbanu filed for some compensation.
Compensation.
That my son who was looking after me is dead, so okay,
Yes.
very well. Now please submit.
But Saiful is party because documents, he knows everything, he communicated, that's why he has
Oh,
become
understood.
party.
Saiful is a more knowledgeable person,
He
so
knows,
mother
yes,
takes help
than
of
her-
Saiful also.
Than his mother.
Very well. So now please submit. Are you ready with the hearing?
No, I am fully ready.
Ready?
Now, my lord,
Shall we start the hearing?
Yes.
Yes, please start.
first, may we take the first one, 32, item 32, first?
32 means WPC 01.
That is, my lord, it is filed by Karim Ali and another. that is-
Karim Ali, we are hearing later on.
Karim
First,
Ali-
let us deal with Hasibul. Karim Ali will deal separately because they are two separate
Yes.
events.
So, my lord, for that, lordship may kindly see WPC criminal 122.
122.
I am drawing your lordship
WP
attention
Criminal
to certain annexes.
122. 1 of 22. Yeah, which page?
Page 21.
21.
This was filed by one person, namely Firdous Ali. FIR
So Hasibul was an accused in some case.
in this case.
Borpeta case 2109-2021.
Yes. Firdous Ali filed the case against Hasibul.
Do we have the case diary of Borpeta PS case
Yeah,
2109?
Yes, my lord. Kolkata case, Kolkata case. No, no, Kolkata case, very nice.
That the accused government has kidnapped his minor daughter named Shabnur and took her to an unknown place on 29 at 11 a.m. Her Saturday, including
Double two.
what is including her in various ways? What does it mean?
No, I have the- I have the case diary of-
Advising to take the kidnapped girl to an unknown place.
All right, I have the case diary of Kolkata PS case number 2222 of
No, 2109.
2109.
109 is of Hasibul.
2109 is a where Hasibul was an accused.
Accused.
That
Other one is after the death, one more case was there.
that case diary I have. That case diary I have. But this particular case diary,
So when was he arrested, Hasibul?
Hasibul was arrested. No, question only.
Well, Hasibul was arrested on 27/9/2021.
27/9,
2021.
27/9.
27/9/2021.
And when did he die?
And he died while he was in custody.
No, on
That-
which date he died?
On his, yes, I'm telling. Date of death is my lord 12/10/21
12/10/21.
in the district jail at Borpeta.
Can I take a look at the FIR
Sure.
in original?
Sorry, my lord, 13/10/21. He died on 13/10.
13/10 and arrested on 27/9.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Hmm.
Scan copy, scan copy.
No, তাকে FIR gets like arrest purpose of the policy. And then it's a decently yourself. Arrested on 27/9. Yeah, it is.
But it's,
Where is the FIR?
well, it's a scan copy. my lord.
Maybe.
Scan copy of the case diary. FIR is that is there. my lord. FIR is there after 2-3 pages.
শ্রীরামকে দূরে রাখা।
Cross FIR. Mr. Nath, please tag the FIR in Borpeta PS 2109.
2109 FIR is top nine. 2109 top nine.
FIR we have annexed in the.
Read it. Whatever has been annexed, we have read it, but we want to see the original.
But 2109 is not available here.
We have to look at it. কেটে দিব, কাইলৈ দিব নেকি? পাৰি। Third in part, list tomorrow. The FIR, the Ezahat in origin of Barbata PS case number 2109/2021 be produced before the court.
But I'll get this scan for you. Scan.
Scan, but scan of the origin.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
They will certify. I'll take the certificate.
The GD entry with respect to the registering of the FIR be also produced,
By slip road.
scanned. GD entry of registering this FIR,
The first.
that
first step.
2109.
2109. Got it.
We'll hear tomorrow, we'll continue.
Like, tomorrow or day after tomorrow. I'll get the record tomorrow or at 2 minutes tomorrow. At 2 tomorrow. Got it.
We'll continue.
Now, 34 minutes.
Sorry.
32, 32, yes, 33
Now
and
you want
34 are similar, but 32,
Continue together tomorrow.
that also tomorrow.
What we want to do one by one. We don't want to mix up the two.
That's why then
The
another,
death of Hasibul and the death of the other person
yes,
will segregate and deal it separately.
then it will be listed in another day. Another day, 32, item 32 will be listed in another day.
Let it remain tomorrow. How does it matter?
Tomorrow it is also coming.
Why are you so concerned? That is our headache. It's for the registry to list. You did not worry.
Item 28,
Yes, what does he say?
Lordship, he is stating that he has picked up, but he was also busy with the.
No,
FSC.
then who had done the
Look,
interrogation?
Lordship, he is telling, as he did not find anything from after questioning him, that's why he stated that he did not find it relevant to write it here. That's why, that's what he
That is
stated.
an unacceptable
Lordship.
explanation.
কিবা যদি মোৰ ভুল হৈছে তাৰ কাৰণে এইটো মই শাস্তি ল'বলৈ
Sorry.
মোৰ যদি এইটো ভুল হৈছে মিলত মই শাস্তি
সঁচা কথাটো ক'লে একো ভুল হোৱা নাই, আমি দেখা যাব।
এইখিনি সঁচা মিলত আৰু ইয়াত
তাক একো কৰা নাই সেই ল'ৰাটোক।
নাই একদম
Then যিহেতু তাৰ ৩-৪ দিন পিছত ল'ৰাটোৰ গাত বহুত ইনজুৰি পোৱা গৈছে, you take that to be registered a criminal case, investigate and tell us how he, from where he got those injuries. যদি ইনজুৰি আপোনালোকৰ কাষ্টডিত থাকোতে হোৱা নাই, তাৰমানে ওলাই যোৱাৰ পিছত হৈছে। আৰু বডিত যিহেতু ইনজুৰি আছে, কোনোবাই মাৰিছে, কোনে মাৰিছে ৰেজিষ্টাৰ কেছ এণ্ড টেল আছ এসপ্তাহ সময় দিয়া হৈছে কোনোবাইতো ল'ৰাটো মাৰিব লাগিব If there are serious injuries in the body of a person, medical report is there, somebody must have caused the injury. If the police has not done anything during the custody period of 18.5 hours, injuries must have happened after he was released from custody. Tell us who had done it, investigate. Sabo kintu, eta hosak মিছাকৈ প্ৰেজেন্ট কৰি সেই মিছাটো প্ৰটেক্ট কৰি আৰু বহুতা মিছা কথা কৈ যিটো তাৰ পৰিণাম হ'ব যিটো ইফেক্ট হ'ব তাতকে সঁচা কথাটোৰ ইফেক্ট বহুত বেছি কম আপুনি নিজকে প্ৰটেক্ট কৰি গৈ থাকিব পাৰে এটা মিছাক প্ৰটেক্ট কৰিবৰ কাৰণে এশটা মিছা কথা কৈ থাকিব পাৰে কিন্তু এনকুৱাৰী কৰা হ'ব এইটো এনকুৱাৰী কৰা হ'ব এনকুৱাৰী ওলাই পৰিব কি হৈছে ল'ৰাটো সুধিলে ক'ব কি হৈছিলে তাক ক'ব নে নাই তেতিয়াহ'লে সেইবোৰ নকৰিব just tell us the truth what had happened if the injuries did not take place during the custody of in the police of 18.5 hours and the injury appears after 4 days there's a medical reports and that to the original medical report produced by the health department somebody must have caused that injury to that man. Who had done it? Tell us. You are a police. Causing serious injuries, physical injuries to a person is also a criminal offense. Once there is a notice is there of a criminal offense being committed, register a case, investigate, tell us. Etu case ota eta register koribo lage. Lora eta jodi iman dukh paise, iman kobai beake injury korise, etu eta to case hobo lage, investigation hobo lage. But Mr. Saikia, please keep it in mind that if you are trying to protect yourself by making false statements, and in trying to protect that false statements, you are making more and more false statements, the consequence of law will be much more severe against you. On the other hand, if something had actually happened during police custody, if you say the truth, consequence may be much less also. We'll only adjudicate from that point of view. Our injury there are 5 serious injuries and not only serious, permanent damage has been caused to this boy. Permanent damage hobor karone that injury must be caused in a more severe manner. Apni eta manuk jodi ene eta kub mare tar injury serious nohoy okoman hoito edin duti bikhai thakibo jodi permanent damage hoy gese body that must have been caused in a very very severe way so it's a serious criminal offense
Nice.
ulo বিচার করক কেস রেজিস্টার করো উলো কোনে করিছে tell us আপোনালোকে যদি কৰা নাই বেলে কোনবা কৰিছে ঘৰৰ মানুহে কৰিব পাৰে ৰাস্তাটো কৰিব পাৰে উলো কোনে কৰিছে tell us কিন্তু আপুনি যদি ভাবিছে মই এটা কৌশল খটাও কোৰ্টৰ লগত সব নাই বুলি মিছা কৈ থাকো আৰু মই বাচি যাম সেইটো নাভাবিব সঁচা কথা এটা সময়ত ওলাবই গৈ পৰহি লিষ্ট কৰিম কিভাৱে ক'ব আকৌ আহি ফালে Think over for 48 hours what had happened. Apuni to pahuri joa boli koise. Try to recollect. You contact with your colleagues of the police station of that time. They will remind you what had happened because you have forgotten. You say that it's happening on 2016. I don't remember anything. You introspect, think about what had happened. Take the help of your colleagues in the police station. They will remind you what had happened. Tell us day after tomorrow. Mr. Soikia. No. Mr. Deepak Saikia, the then officer in charge of Bidyapur Police Outpost, Bongaigaon, is personally present. The affidavit of the officer of the OC states that Chittaranjan Roy was taken into custody at 8:30 p.m. on 25/2/2016, and he was released from custody at 10 a.m. of 26/2/2016. But the case diary reveals that Chittaranjan Roy was taken into custody at 3:30 p.m., meaning thereby that the person concerned remained in police custody for 18.5 hours. On being asked, Mr. Deepak Saikia states that he has no knowledge as to how the injuries appeared in the body of the person who was taken into custody. On being further asked, he said that as it is a matter of 2016, he does not remember anything. Deepak Saikia is given 48 hours to introspect and reflect as to what had happened, and if necessary, to consult his colleagues of the police station to remind him what may have happened during that 18.5 hours when Chittaranjan Roy was in the police custody. Listed day after tomorrow. Sandhi Saran Roy. Mr. Deepak Saikia to remain personally present. We'll be going step by step till we come at the truth.
Item 43 to 48 for admission.
May I please, your lordship?
This is a furnace matter.
Yes, my lord. My lord, by virtue of an earlier order, my lord.
Legal consequence, madam.
This is item number
43, my lord.
43 to 48.
Okay,
Oh,
yes,
yes.
my items, my lord.
You want to give reply?
My lord, 43 is my,
The respondents have made their submissions. Do you intend to give any reply?
regarding my lord, the merit and of my case, my lord. So she had,
No, merit of your case will hear you separately.
my lord.
The submissions made by the respondents, do you intend to give?
I
any
was
reply?
not there, my lord, yesterday. my lord.
Hmm?
And I was not there, my lord. Yesterday I was.
No, we cannot help you if you are not present.
I'll leave it to
When the
my-
hearing is taking place, if you are not present, we can't help you.
I'll leave it to the madam, my colleague.
You confer with your other colleagues
My lord.
and learn from them what had happened.
My-
You want to give a reply?
I was also, I was unwell, my lord, yesterday.
So do you intend to give a reply or you do not intend to give a reply?
We will give a reply.
Please give.
Lord, I'm told that our reply will come tomorrow, my lord.
Sorry.
I'm told that it will be tomorrow, my lord.
No, today.
Today, your lordship.
Yesterday we fixed it for today. We never said it is tomorrow. We said tomorrow will be the end of the hearing. We want to close this hearing.
But I was under the impression that petitioner will submit the individual cases today, my lord.
We can't help it from where you are getting your impressions. We are in the middle of a hearing. Respondents have concluded their arguments.
Yeah.
It is for the petitioners to give a reply.
But I was actually under.
And this is some serious legal arguments
My
have
lord.
been made from petitioner side as well as respondent side.
My lord.
Give the counter reply.
Can I reply tomorrow, my lord?
But we want to bring an end to this proceeding. It's now almost a month we are going on every day.
Understand.
We can't continue in this manner.
My lord. One day, my lord.
Sorry.
One day, my lord.
And Mr. Hamad, you wanted to argue on merit of your case that you are a citizen, petitioner is a citizen.
And that was my claim, my lord, since the beginning. This is
Ah.
I faced the second proceeding, my lord. And by virtue of the second proceeding, my lord, on the very first day of my appearance, my lord, I was taken into custody, my lord.
After taking custody, what had happened?
My lord, on the basis of my lord first notice, my lord, I contested the reference, my lord,
Hmm.
whereby I was declared to be a foreigner of post 71, my lord.
I
Ah.
filed a writ petition, my lord, challenging this particular my lord order.
Fine, huh,
My lord, that was dismissed, my lord, in the year 2018, my lord.
dismissed, very
My
well.
lord, then
So the order becomes final.
became final, my lord.
Then after that,
Thereafter, my lord, a second notice was issued, my lord, on the basis of a separate reference again, my lord.
we interfere with the second one and you declare you to be a foreigner as per the earlier one.
My lord, regarding my custodial detention, my lord, the learned tribunal, my lord.
Custodial detention is a totally separate aspect. So that will deal it as per the law of detention. Regarding your declaration as the foreigner, what do you have to say? Are we admitting?
No, my lord, we are going to file an SLP before the Honorable Supreme Court. My
We can't wait for SLP.
lord.
Regarding the declaration by the High Court dismissal of your writ petition, you are want to file a SLP.
My lord. Fine. If I
And this is a writ petition against the subsequent
subsequent,
notice.
my lord.
Subsequent notice will interfere.
My lord.
Subsequent definitely, subsequent you don't think will be the same.
That notice
So
was.
that is, okay. So we don't have to hear you any further.
My lord. That notice was issued.
Initially, in the beginning of the hearing, you had given two documents downloaded from the internet.
Yes,
Do you have the copies of those?
I have a copy, my lord. Even I furnished it before this.
No, initially you were given on the very first or second.
Yes, I have a copy, my lord.
Can we take a look at those copies?
It was regarding the, my lord, analyzing the rights of foreigners under the Constitution of India. my lord.
Hmm.
That is there, my lord.
You were given one more. I think you were given one more download from the internet, apart from this one.
My lord, that was regarding the articles of UDHR, my lord.
Sorry.
Universal Declaration on Human Rights, my lord.
Oh, you had given or somebody else had given? Madam Ghosh, did you give any of these printouts?
No, no,
Who had given? One more was given.
all the articles.
Hmm. Those internet articles which you had downloaded and
I provided any documents.
then you must have given two.
He
First
has
day you had
given
given one, second day you had given one more.
Maybe there is another one.
Ah,
Need to see it.
With internet with all the articles from the Constitution of India. That he is-
It is all declaration too. This is only the declaration. Hmm.
চেক করো ওটা আছে এটা আছে না ওটা আছে which one এই দুটো আছে
My lord. My lord will kindly have a look at page 50 of my writ petition, my lord. The second notice, my lord.
Second notice will interfere.
My lord. On the basis this.
Mr.
notice
Pine,
was-
we are interfering with a second notice in a circumstance where you were declared foreigner in a earlier proceeding.
Yes.
And against the earlier proceeding, he tends to go to Supreme Court. They have their own right to do that. Yes, next item. Anybody on merit you want to argue? Your item, Mr. Hamad?
43, my lord.
Hmm,
Item 43, my lord.
43.
My lord, I appeared on 13th of. my lord.
Just a minute, first proceeding foreigner, which page?
My lord,
Where's the order of the first proceeding?
lordship will find at page 42, my lord, annexure 11. my lord.
Page 42. Second notice,
Second notice at page, my lord, 50, annexure 13, my lord, 13,
page 50.
50, my lord, 50. And the impugn order at page 52, my lord.
It's okay. Now. W57,005. Wait.
Item number 44, Lordship. This petitioner is Sammat Taraban Nessa, my lord. My lord, her father name appeared in the voter list of 1966. Lordship, may kindly see page 28, my lord.
44.
Page number?
Page 28. Particular is 29, my lord.
66 village. Hood
Village
Jamuna.
Jamuna.
Who is the father?
Father is, my lord, it is written as Ang Bari Laskar. Actually, Abdul Bari.
Angbari Loskar.
Yes, my lord. Sometimes, my lord, Laskar has not been written also.
What is Ang?
Well, Abdul, in short, it is written Abdul, my lord.
No, Ang is a part of a name used in Burma, Myanmar. They write Ang. But for a Bari Loskar to be Ang, I don't know how it is.
In Assam, my lord, I have seen many,
Ang is not there. It's not a name prevalent in this side of the country.
and when it is going to write in English, my lord, ANG. Dot.
No, we have noticed A, means Abdullah something they write in short But Ang I have not come across.
It
is only
Abdul, that we understand, but Ang is not there. Ang is in Burma, I know. In some Burmese name contain that word. Okay, Angbari Loskar is the father. Now,
Father.
which document will show Angbari is the father?
Lakshmi Kalisi, page 34, 1985 Bhuta list, my lord. Petitioner name appear along with husband, my lord.
Hmm.
Page 34, my lord.
For these cases, my learned friend.
On this, definitely. And your part, I think you are over, I think. Huh? We'll just hear them on the legal issues.
My lord, one thing I would like to clear, lordship, my lord. The father name of the petitioner and the husband name same. So in learned tribunal, my lord, some finding is there, some confusion is there, my lord.
So you remove the confusion, we'll hear you.
Lordship, but for this document, my lord, lordship may kindly see. In 1990.
No, 66 is Angbari. Which document will show that father of Tarabanu is Angbari?
Lordship. In this case, my lord, the petitioner produced two Bhutarli, Gaubra certificate, my lord.
Mr.
But
Gyaswani,
Gaubra has
you
got
just discharge your burden under section 9. Show us which document or material will show that this petitioner is the daughter of Angbari Loskar of the 66 voters list.
My lord, her name appeared in the voter list of 1985, my lord. And thereafter, there is no, my lord, link, my lord. But only link is the, my lord, Gaubra. Both the village of the Gaubra certificate was produced before the court, but that was not examined.
That was not?
Gaubra was not examined, my lord.
They were not examined.
Yes.
Then how can you prove it?
So from the Gaubra certificate.
Where is the certificate of the Gaubra?
Lordship may kindly see page 44.
Page?
44. One certificate page 44, another is page 46.
Where you come? 40 volt. Who is the Gaubra?
My lord, this Gaubra name is my lord. Rahman. It is 45, my lord.
Page 45, Rahman.
Yes, my lord. Some Rahman, my lord.
M. Rahman.
M. Rahman, yes. And another, my lord.
No, let's one by one.
Yes.
Really? Who had given this certificate?
In office of the government governor, my lord, just
Huh?
office of the government governor, Sarkari
It
governor.
is signed by M. Rahman.
Yes,
Who is M. Rahman?
Sarkari governor, my lord, seal is there.
Sarkari Gangura.
Yes, page 45.
Look at the top. It is some Alhaz Faizur Rahman Borhuya. He is the Gangura. Rahman is not the Gangura.
In Assamese, my lord, it is written M. Rahman.
Anyway, Rahman cannot become Al Faizur's Faizur Rahman Borhuya.
So that's why my lord Gavura has to be examined, my lord, because
Why he should be examined if his identity itself is doubtful?
Mr. Mechanically another certificate, my lord.
Which one? Page number?
Page 46, my lord.
46. One more Gangura.
Yes, my lord, because my lord, her father village is Pub Jamuna Gao and
This one
husband
is from Postim Jamuna Gaon.
was,
Sayyid Erwan is a
husband.
resident of village Postim Jamuna Gaon. Wife of, this is the wife of late Abdul Bari.
Yes, ma'am.
So the husband is also Abdul Bari, father is also Abdul Bari, and both of them have died.
Right. And one is from Pub Jamuna Gao.
And one is from Pub, other is from Postim. And the unidentified person writing as M. Rahman gives a certificate as the Gangura. Whereas the name of the Gangura is some Alfaz Borhuya. Very well.
So whether this Alfaz Fajur Rahman and M. Rahman is same person or
It is for you to prove.
that's why my lord, this was not examined.
Prove it. Show us before this court. Only then we'll send it back, not otherwise. Just because you make some strange claims before a writ petition, that doesn't mean matter will go back.
But that's why my lord pointed out.
Prima facie, at least you have to show.
Her name appeared from 1985, my lord, along with her.
That will not make her a citizen. Therefore, we listed in this, along with these cases, that possibly you are a foreigner.
So for my lord, second government certificate, my lord. His signature also, my lord, in short, my lord. Lots of kindly page 47, my lord. With seal, my lord.
Come to page 47.
Lordship.
Very good. Mr. Gyasuddin,
Lordship.
come to page 47.
Lordship.
This is a blank format with everything, a national emblem and office of the government, Gangura, all kind of things written on top. Then this is to certify that Teraban Nessa,
Lordship. Wife of late Abdul Bari.
wife of late Abdul Bari, is a resident of Postim Jamuna Gaon. Now you look at the signature. So Gambura, I don't think he has too many number of assistants with very good handwriting. We'll fill up the blank format with some nice readable handwriting. And Gambura, he is unable to put a signature properly and he'll only sign with it. Yes, office of the very high dignitary may be having that facility.
Yes.
That the written part will be written by the secretariat and the person will only put the signature. But Gambura office, these are not available possibly. Does the Gambura has a clerk in his office? Or he is the only person?
I have no.
He is the only person. So who had filled up this form signed by the Gambura with such a nice handwriting? And moreover, look at the signature, then come to page 49.
Well, these are regarding, my lord.
Just a minute. This is another certificate given by the same Gambura 5 days earlier. Here also, the person who had filled up has a totally different handwriting. So even if the Gambura has a secretary to fill up the forms, I don't think he will having multiple secretaries. That 5 days earlier, one secretary will write, 5 days later, another one will write. Now look at the signature of the Gambura. One handwriting is possibly with some kind of a continuous flow. And the other one is with shaking hand, just about managing to scribble something. And it can be the same person signing. So the Gambura of Paschim Jamuna Gaon, either he had issued the certificates or somebody else, it is fabricated. Even if 49 is real, at least 47 cannot be real.
My lord, page 45, my lord, subject to lordship correction, my lord. It may be A.F. Rahman, my lord.
Sorry,
It may be A.F. Rahman.
maybe.
A.F. Lordship may kindly see page 45, my lord.
We are on 47 and 49.
No, earlier one, just I, my lord.
Mr. Gyasuddin, when a question is put, don't skip and go to somewhere
Lordship,
else.
lordship.
Answer page 47, signature. Yes, Madam Ghosh, you must be expert in reading these documents. Just look forward at signature of page 47 and the signature in page 9. Same person, one is dated 27/9/7, one is dated 24/7. Does it appear that the same person has signed it?
Because signature is different.
And the Gambura, mind you, nowadays they are a little educated person. They at least know how to sign.
Number of different.
Is the signature of page 47 Gambura,
Yeah,
does it
yes,
appear to
yes.
be a person who regularly signs?
It is
And-
simply some different.
51 is different.
Say fabricated document, Mr. Gyasuddin, you will have to explain why you annexed a fabricated document in a writ proceeding.
My lord, it was earlier in the tribunal, my lord.
Sorry,
Tribunal, it was exhibited, my
you means, I don't mean Mr. Gyasuddin as a learned counsel.
lordship, yes.
You means the petitioner.
But so far my
Please
47,
produce the original document.
my lord, it is in record,
Take it out.
record.
Take out, you can have the record, report to video. Mhm. And Mr. Payeng, look at page 47, 49 and 51. This format printed at Mojumdar Printers Ambari. So the certificates are not issued by the Gambura. These formats are available somewhere at Mojumdar Printers. Purchase one format, fill it up by a person having a good handwriting from anywhere. Either go to a Gambura, get his signature, or you don't go to a Gambura, can scribble the signature.
Say wrong.
It's Mojumdar Printer Ambari, madam. If it is the same Ambari, it is very near to me.
This Ambari or which
Definitely.
Ambari?
It's not there. If it is the same Ambari, it is very near to me, madam.
Sorry. And
It
all
is
the
this.
3 certificates issued to different persons are everything printed at Mojumdar printer. The Gaumbura of Poschim Jamuna Gaon, lot number 1. The Gaum, oh, fine.
Record is there, man. I have earlier checked.
This kind of fraudulent practice
Maybe.
it
my lord.
brings down the credibility of these litigants. A genuine citizen never has the necessity of making fabricated documents. But the Gaumbura of Pub Jamuna Mosa, he has his own writing pad, everything.
So far, it is similar to AF, my lord. Rahman. In Assamese, my lord.
Very well.
Alhaj Fazlur Rahman, but Borbuya also.
What is the age of Alhas Barbuya? From where does he know so many facts? The petitioner has relied upon a certificate issued by the government Gaumbura of Poschim Jamuna Gaon of Hojai district, dated 29/7/2017, wherein it is certified that Teraban Nessa is the wife of late Abdul Bari and is a resident of village Poschim Jamuna Gaon. In the certificate, there is also a handwritten endorsement that the person Teraban Nessa is the daughter of late Abdul Bari of Pub Jamuna Gaon. And was married to Abdul Bari, son of late Hanif Ali of Poschim Jamuna Gaon. At page 59, a certificate issued by the same government Gaumbura is annexed, which is dated 24/7/2017 and issued in favor of Hajira Begum, who is the daughter of Abdul Bari of Poschim Jamuna Gaon. And at page 51 is a certificate issued by the same government Gaumbura to Muhammad Alimuddin. It must have been son of Abdul Bari of village Poschim Jamuna Gaon. The signature contained in the certificate issued to Hajira Begum and Muhammad Alimuddin are same, but the signature appearing in the certificate at page 47 issued to Teraban Nessa appears to be different from the other 2 certificates, and the signature itself appears to be by a person who's do not have a matured handwriting for giving signatures. Who will make an inquiry, Mr. Pai?
That it can be directed to.
Sorry.
To my lord, the SP concerned.
The Superintendent Police Border Hojai to lodge a FIR before the appropriate police station for making an investigation as to whether the certificate dated 29/7/2017 annexed at page 47 to the writ petition is a genuine document or it is a fabricated document containing a false, containing a false signature by some other person. The police to undertake a thorough inquiry, including that of the government Gaunbura of Postim Jamuna Gaon, and thereafter submit a preliminary report before the court on the next returnable date list next week. If the investigating police feels the necessity, they may also take a look at the origin of the certificate available in the records produced before the court. Give a preliminary investigation report next week. This SP border Hojai. It was bottom of set. At present, it is there. That SP.
Yes. My lord, can it be 2 weeks, my lord? Because.
Sorry,
Can it be 2 weeks, my lord? Because the.
make a preliminary inquiry. It was, we don't saying that do it complete everything.
Because when the original record is here, the record has to be gone through.
Okay, let him come and see the record.
Yes.
Or you take a photocopy of the origin and give it to
Yes.
them. If necessary, we'll definitely give you more time, but at least.
Obligation.
Yes, next item.
Item 5, my lord.
We'll continue tomorrow.
Well.
Next week at a fixed date. We are separating this matter from the series. We'll have to proceed separately. And rest of the series we'll take up tomorrow.
Yes.
We'll list it again. And Madam Ghosh and Mr. Awan, tomorrow come prepared for your reply. We won't be giving you more time. Whatever legal submissions the respondent have made, we want your response to that.
More time would have been better.
Sorry,
More time would have been little better.
lesser would be even better.
My lord, so many
Because we
submission have been
indicated
made.
yesterday itself.
So many submission have been made, madam.
Even you're supposed to have been listening carefully and applying your
making
mind
notes.
then and there.
We are making, we have made notes. madam.
You ought to have worked out by now. You know that this is the submission made, we'll have to give a reply.
My lord.
There cannot be a separate time again given for making your detailed studies.
Actually, my lord, since yesterday I'm having vertigo, so that's why
Sorry,
I'm having little vertigo.
not saying yesterday, but we are hearing this for the last month.
But the
And these
argument
submissions
is
were
tomorrow-
made
Tomorrow, my lord.
much earlier to that.
The argument is tomorrow, my lord.
SP Border Police Hojai is there or not now?
My lord, probably it is there.
Because what have been indicated, Record Master, on 31st December 2022, district was re-merged temporarily into Nagaon district.
Immersed temporarily, my lord.
So the SP border is there or not?
I have.
SP border Hojai stroke SP border
Whoever
Nagaon,
is there, my lord.
whichever one is the relevant authority.
Yes. Now, Hojai is not.
Police is our pass. Yes, border people order to Mr. J. Pine.
Yes.
You write to both of them.
Yes.
They will decide who is the competent among them. His duty is only to lodge a FIR before the appropriate police station where Postim, that Gaon is there, Jamuna Gaon is there. That OC will cause a investigation and submit a report whether that document is genuinely issued by the Gaumbura or it is fabricated. We want only that much information.